You sit on a throne of lies.
This dream is a lie.
Aren't
What are
all
all those
dreams
lines?
All right.
Is it just for me that Goldy sounds like he's like on the other side of the room from his mic?
Still?
It's just his mic is not very close to his mouth because he doesn't want to peek it.
It's right here.
Well, I could just make you
Perfect. What
louder.
did you do?
Hold on.
I just need to right click and let my computer think for 100 years.
It sounds perfect. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It sounds perfect.
I have him very low on my end from before, so I'll just turn him up.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Just for
Yeah, there we go.
warning, I'm sick, so I'm going to be talking very softly today.
That's
Wondering
fine.
why your voice is like so deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
I'll
it looks
just-
like the
I'll turn him
notification
up.
went out, so we are live.
Hello, chat.
Hello.
Fuck you, chat. Shut the fuck
What?
up.
Exactly.
That's a good
At
thing
all
no one's
times.
Fucking
watching.
idiot.
At all times.
Yes.
Especially when Dallan's in there.
Yeah, chat is the worst when I'm there.
Chat's
You
the
stupid
worst.
idiot, chat.
God damn.
He's
Sorry,
Chad,
you
but
You
he's
see
got
they
the
gave
sound
of a
Zenyatta a
cat.
Sparta kick, Dallan?
Experience tranquility. Yeah, for sure. They just fucking.
Got my tea.
The tranquility is being booped out of the fucking map.
Yeah. Call.
The tranquility is the
what was
void.
it? Call fire department, but not for me.
Is this Sparta? And he just kicks them.
No. What was his old line? Because they removed the fire meter, so all of those lines are gone. So you can't be on fire in the game
he
anymore.
says I'm on fire, but there's no need to contact emergency services.
Yeah. But to call the services is not required. Something like that.
Yeah,
That's great. What's up,
I
DS?
love Zenyatta.
All right, everyone's here. I'm gonna play some music. Dallan was not here
Yes.
last week. Goldy,
Sure.
also known as Manjit, was not here last week. So someone else will have to
Sorry.
do the recap.
Actually, can I do it? I watched the.
You watch
whole
the
thing
VOD?
and
That would be pretty PogChamp if you want to try.
I would
You
like
watched
to try.
the
You want to do it?
Um,
All right. 1 second. Let me get you some music, Goldy. All right.
Good, because I can't remember what happened last week.
Apologies if I
Shocker.
mess a few things or I mess a few things up. So, once everything's settled down with Valin and Drevelex.
Dredavex.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good old Dreddy. Anyway,
Yeah, there you go.
we managed to find some sustenance for them in brain can food, I believe the description was,
Sure.
which let them actually remember memories of their past lives, who they were, and gave them a clearer head. As we finished exploring the rest of the ship, we had decided that whether or not we should actually go back to help me out here.
To the
Infinity.
Oh, no, you're
Astral
fine.
Sea.
Infinity
Thank you.
Stones.
Cal
For my
and-
stone's finite.
Exesis? Was that the name?
Oh, did I just reveal the plot? Sorry.
yes, that
Cal.
was it.
Cal and Totera had a heartfelt conversation on whether or not he should go or not. To which, not Totera, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard here.
Sure.
Jodie, what would you kick out his name? Chalcedony. Chalcedony had a heartfelt conversation with Totera about whether or not he should go back or not, and even though he was still undecided, he actually made sure to at least find his way back to tell her whether or not he did in fact was birthed from an egg or not.
I need to know.
At that point, I believe we basically decided that, okay, treasure's all yours, and we are now going to proceed our way to we're going to proceed our point to was it the tribes? No, we're not
Well,
going
no,
to.
it's the island and maybe the bell.
That's right. Sorry,
Where the
we got.
Codis bell might be hidden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I remember. Have I left anything out?
We got some
Um,
items.
Yeah, I didn't really have
Oh
any
yeah, you
notes.
got the things that boost your investigation.
And
And-
Torterra has helmet, fleshy
slug.
helmet that will. Yep, fleshy slug helmet.
Oh, the squid's helmet or something.
Oh, do you need attention?
Telepathy.
Mesh, did I not give
Oh,
you all that information? Or did I?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Helmet of telepathy and eyes of minute seeing. We'll just assume.
And we
I do
also,
the-
just as a reminder for the eyes of minute seeing, if you have it on your character sheet, you need to remember
Alright.
that whoever has that item, you cannot wear that and function with your eyes normally at the same time. You must put the item on.
It's an action basically.
So
What
if
is it?
it's similar to putting on like a special pair of glasses. You need to spend some time to put them on. I do believe they require attunement. Is that correct?
No
Okay.
treatment.
So that is the balance. Because they do not require attunement, you must use an action to don them in order to use them. So that prevents it from having issues where if you want to use an investigation check during combat, you have to use your action to put them on. That's the idea. They're meant to be an out of combat thingy. But if you want to use them in combat in a pinch, well, it's going to cost you an action. That's the idea.
I think it straight up says, like, if you wear it, your vision range is 5 feet
That's
max.
right. Yep.
So it's not. You
It's
can
not
wear
exactly-
them in combat, but you can't see anything.
The reason I'm saying it in this way is that regardless of what the item says and like the intention behind it, I'm just cutting everything off and just saying, like, if we can just remember simple things like action, that kind of facilitates like reading the item and knowing a little bit more about what it does, because just action stuff is just very visceral. It's easy to understand. A lot of stuff in the language is similar.
We didn't decide
Anyways.
who gets the laser rifles. So if you want to get one of those, we got 2 extras.
Didn't Cal actually accept that one?
Didn't Cal do what?
I feel like she did. You
If
got
it's not
the
on your character
laser
sheet, you
rifles?
don't have it.
A pew pew
No,
gun.
hold up. Those weren't actually distributed out.
They weren't. We didn't actually. We kind of
We
like
didn't
talked
decide.
You
about.
said you had them. You weren't individually given to each
How many
person.
were
You just
there?
said you had them.
Actually,
3.
guys, you
I
guys
got
actually
one.
had-
One for Torterra,
left.
one for Cal, one for
Oh,
Yeah,
you.
you said they were for us, but they were never given to us.
You
guys,
can just
had a
put it
very
put it down
similar-
now.
Yeah,
we
you
had a
can write
very
it down now.
Similar conversation about this.
I'll write it
last
down
week,
for Torterra.
if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Please
fuck.
describe to me what the thing is so I can find.
Pew pew
What's it
gun.
called?
Ow. Ow.
Laser
Laser
gun.
rifle. Laser rifle.
Laser rifle.
Like distributor.
Also, probably put a note about how many ammo you have. It's 30 shots.
Is it laser rifle? Oh, it's just called a laser rifle.
30 shots.
That's just a thing. Why?
It says in the item. These are also
From
slightly different in how you need to use them. So if you would like to use them in the game and you have not done so yet, mesh aside, you need to basically run it by me. And if you're using the item specifically, I'll know, because you'll say I want to use the laser rifle, and then I have to make sure that I bring up the alien technology table to figure out what's going on with how your character's using it, because this is a world of magic and these are space guns. And you don't even know what a gun is.
I don't know what this is though. So
That's the point. Yeah.
Just when you
100?
shoot it, don't point it at yourself or any of us.
I mean, it's a rifle, so it'd be difficult to.
That sounds like a challenge.
It is.
Yeah, I do feel like we have to.
The gauntlet
roll
has been
for that, whether or
thrown.
not you shot
You want me to vicious mockery all of you? You should I can hear my echo from you.
Then talk quieter, smile.
How are you?
No, I can't hear it.
No, I can hear my
Oh.
voice twice in this room.
Oh,
There we go.
There we
Hey.
go.
The acoustics are great.
What the fuck? Oh my god. This computer is so slow. I moved my tab to another screen, another monitor. And
Oh,
it
Yes,
just-
Valar, they're
it
called
just
bangy
disappeared.
sticks. Sticks that go boom.
space guns?
Boom boom
I call them
sticks.
pew
The
pew
pew pew rod.
pew pew guns.
Rudy
Stick.
Tooty
You
point
rod
and
or
shooty
two?
sticks. Thank you, Breker. Well done.
I wrote down Torterra has a pew pew gun.
The sticks that go Rudy and Tooty.
Oh, is he
And
coming?
And
by the
sometimes
way? 'Cause
Kablooey.
Fish isn't here. Is he gonna come?
He will arrive soon.
Yay! Then I'll let him know.
He also made a decision. that
In
he
character, do we know they're called laser rifles
No.
though? No. Okay.
So we literally don't know what
we
they
have
are.
them
no
up.
name for them. We have to make a name up.
Space guns, bangy sticks. Yeah.
Ray gun.
I don't think we
Breker.
even know the word gun.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too.
Casting machine.
I will give
Wait, wait.
Mesh a very big hint. There is an item in Destiny that is a very good name for this item. It is a hand cannon.
Huh.
Thinking a linear fusion thingy, but hand cannon.
Why not
It
make
could
them
be a
more
ray
basic?
bow instead of a rainbow.
What about a light bringer? Because
It's an exotic.
Like
It's
a,
an exotic
a light
mesh.
just being shot. You know.
No, I don't think we're gonna call it that, Cari.
Rod of scorching ray.
Exotic
That's not a
hand
bad
cannon.
idea.
Hawkmoon.
The rod of scorching.
So what's that called? Sunshot. Is that it?
Boomstick.
That would be the one I'm thinking
Sunshot?
of, yeah. Because it does radiant damage.
Ah,
That's pretty
the
close.
radiator.
That would be my vote as a
Imagine
dungeon
if-
master, but you guys can name it whatever you want in character.
Imagine
I'm
if
thinking
Sarah
mini
got
dragon
hold of
breath.
these and like attached the guns to.
Hey,
the
No.
How
I'm
about
thinking mini dragon breath.
how about
gun
He's like
Put 'em on
doing
the-
it and
the reins for your dog sleds.
what about Sunshot?
Sunshot?
'Cause
That's
you're
not a
like-
bad idea either.
That's
They're
literally
like-
what Rob just said, guys.
I didn't hear. I'm dying. I'm not
Sunbow?
dying.
Rob, I'm sorry to inform you, we don't care what you say.
I know. That's the sad part.
So you might as well just shut the fuck up.
I gave up the fact that you guys rename my NPCs to dumb names because you have to do something stupid to these names to remember all these motherfuckers because there's way too many NPCs in this game.
There is.
Remember the cool ones and then make up silly names for the rest, right? That's the goal.
That is
I
the
should just
goal.
make up
Always.
silly names for you guys from the NPCs. That would be fun. Because they're like, I
That
don't
would-
remember
that
who the
would be
fuck you are. There's too many goddamn NPCs in this town. We become self-aware.
I'm Greg the first. I'm Greg the second.
How
That's
about
next level, Rob, because then you have to remember all of the custom names that you've made for us
Yeah,
for
yeah,
each
yeah.
of the custom NPCs.
You want to know the shorthand?
we-
If this NPC doesn't know who you are, there's a good chance they don't know who the other motherfucker is in the next town. You guys ask about them, and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just say I
Well-
don't know a lot.
We could just get a Patreon and then they could submit, characters' names.
Nice one, Goldy.
What did Goldy say? Stick up Hurdy.
Hey, those are my toes.
You gotta add the little dirty afterwards, the hurdy-dirty.
Dirty.
Hurdy-gurdy!
I
That's
just
actually
saw-
that's an
I
instrument.
just-
Stick
the
up hurdy-dirty,
hurdy-gurdy.
put him on a gurdy.
I just saw
If I
Chef
could learn how to play the
69 Shades
hurdy-gurdy,
of
that would
Grey.
be
Like, why'd you have to say that then?
That wasn't me, that was Breker. All right.
So
So,
Chat, are you
you-
here for this content?
I will say that the group has descended to the main floor to decide what they're going to do next before anything happens. Dredavex and Vorin have both communicated to you that this ship will require a little bit more time to revitalize its life support system in order to take flight. It will take a little bit longer, although the life support is starting to sustain some level of temperature manifestation in the ship to be a little bit warmer and allow it to slowly start uncasing itself in the ice. You can notice that the ship does seem to lurch a little bit from time to time, and the very small pinpricks of light coming from these bioluminescent things seem to stop flickering and become more static, and maybe even slightly become brighter slowly but surely. The odd sounds coming from the engine room are also less, and the Dredavex would give you a rough estimate that it could be anywhere between 4 hours from now to tomorrow morning. So he doesn't know when the ship will be ready to roll yet, but that's his estimate, and you guys have yet to figure out what to do with Velen is your next order of business from memory at the end of last session. In the doges.
Does Vanvalor, do you have sending?
No,
I
Welin's
know-
owl.
no.
Welin's owl
have
is
her
on
owl.
Totera's back. We
Yeah.
can just have it just like, hey, can you ping her? Can you ping her?
Yeah, I forgot what we decided. I think if it disappeared and came back to her, that was how. No, she was supposed to get rid of it if something happened to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would have to ask it to go get her. I think I'll just look at the owl and be like,
If
can you get Flynn? Come to us.
The owl turns its
But-
head for a second, and then lifts a foot and raises it towards you.
does that mean?
Message? Or did we make a message?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have 1 second.
I was thinking Welin might be looking into its eyes. That's
Please
what I was
hold the
hoping
line.
for.
I'll write like on a journal paper that I have and rip it out, roll it up, and stick it in the bird's foot.
She's probably gonna need help to get all the dogs and sleds up anyway. I think we should
Yeah,
just
that's a good
go.
point.
Debbie, what's on the note?
It just says
Start packing
Come-
up. We're coming down. Something
we're-
like that.
Yeah, I think I'll give it to you and I'll take it back because he says that, and then I'll just say, we're coming to get you to bring you to the ship.
Like,
And you
start
give
The
it to the
dogs
bird?
ready. Get the dogs ready. Give it to the bird.
Okay, the bird flies off,
Right, who's going?
and then sits right by the door.
Oh,
So what was the maze?
Doors
Before
are not
we
open.
go,
we gotta open the door
dude,
for him.
Did we figure out how
Portera opens the door for her
what
and he
the
flies out.
dogs were afraid of
Thank you.
when they were coming up?
I think
Did we?
I'm not sure.
They were afraid of
The
Maybe the
beeping
stupid
sound or
crawlers?
a snow
maybe the
monster.
crawlers? Maybe the crawlers or maybe the little device Dredavex had.
It did make a lot of sound. But I don't know. Are we all going back to meet her? Or should
That's what I wanted to know.
We just
like,
need a
what-
couple
what we
drivers for the
decided.
sleds,
Yeah.
right?
I'd rather stay in here because it's warm.
Yeah, you can stay.
But okay, thank you.
Wow.
Excuse me.
No one volunteers. I'll go.
Here, excuse.
I'll go.
I'll take Bear.
Oh yeah, you two will be fine.
What are we volunteering for?
To go
To go
get-
outside?
Look at the sleds.
You have,
Yeah,
we
I'm
have
good.
Glenn over here.
I don't have my ring anymore. I ain't going out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but-
how's the ring feeling? Dredavex.
He's upstairs repairing and observing
never mind.
diagnostics.
Oh yeah, we should check to see if it is working on Dredavex when we see him next.
He said he started feeling a bit toasty.
Oh,
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if Cal witnessed that. Maybe Cal didn't
I
witness
don't-
that, but anyway, he did
Yeah.
say that.
You sound like you're just getting a little bit too warm, as it were.
While they're going out, this is the time I take to identify the two things, Rob.
This is when you're doing the identifying? Okay.
Yeah.
What floor am I on?
I'm gonna go get the dogs at this point. Let's save some
Am I
time. So
Okay, if you guys are on the map, I would like to know who is going to get the dogs by navigating towards the beasts down here. So please move your tokens respectively over to that location.
Which beast? The crawlers or the
Crawlers? Yep, the crawlers' corpses down below. Also,
kinda
I've revealed the
Devii.
entire map for you guys to enjoy what I got to see while you guys were floundering around.
I
We're
probably
interested.
have.
Devii.
I
Oh
probably
my
have
god,
Blackie
so
on.
did I.
I probably
So
sent Blackie
there
on
is something
Breker's
coming up
shoulder.
where you guys are going next, where everyone will be using Cari's token as a vision piece, because I do not want to have multiple tokens moving around on the next map. So temporarily, you are all able to control Terry's token until otherwise, because again, if we're doing streamed content and there's only one token, I'm going to use Cari's because it's the only artwork that I've paid for. That is not just D&D artwork from the module that I paid for. So all of the other artwork that we're using for your characters are not necessarily paid for art pieces. So I want to make sure that anytime I use something, it's Cari's, if possible.
So I want to use my one.
Well, then you got to go pay for it.
No, sorry, I was talking to myself about the token.
Gonna have Blackie on either Goldy or Breker's shoulder. In case shit goes down, I'd at least know.
So Dallan, you are currently on the cargo deck on this map if you're looking for yourself.
I am trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going. I'm just trying to. My computer's a dinosaur, so every time I select anything, it's like 2 seconds waiting.
I see like a red line drawn by you.
Yeah, that was an
No, that was Goldie's spear from combat.
Ah.
The reason why there's
There
a
we go.
torch sheet on every deck
Can
is
someone-
because no, there wasn't a torch sheet that I had. So I had to make a torch sheet for every deck, and that's
There,
why.
they're all gone. You don't have to worry about them now.
No! I need those torches.
No, you don't. You should be able to see everything on the map.
Oh no! Well, now I can, but before I couldn't see.
All right, is this correct?
Nope, so.
Mesh, Cal, Devii,
be.
stay.
Yeah.
Cortera?
Unless I'm. Do you need my help to drive the sleds?
No, we should have enough.
Okay, then yeah, I'll stay here.
Fucking shit. God, fuck you.
I'm helping. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm helping.
Okay, is Torterra leaving or staying?
Tortero's staying.
Our regular drivers are Valen, Vanvalor, Torterra,
And me.
and
I am one of the regular drivers, but like,
Torterra's our regular driver, so I think you should.
Sorry, am I not also a driver?
no. Well, I don't know. Are you?
I think you are.
You were.
Well, for the dogs.
Yeah, you drive Guardians.
Okay, then Torterra is not there then. Thought he was one of our regulars.
Sorry, marking my
Thought he was
territory, that's
too.
all.
I'm definitely a driver because we've discussed this multiple
We have
times.
3 people that are driving R3, and then Vlyn has her own, so that's 4 drivers total.
Anywho, there's 3 of us.
Well,
so
we
let's
need
move
more
forward,
than we need more drivers than there are sleds anyway, so that we can rotate between us.
Oh, we never did that.
Yeah, because otherwise we'd be getting really tired, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think we give the dogs enough rest between stuff for us to get rest as well.
I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a rationalization, Mesh. That's all.
Same here. Give the dogs a break. That would give us a break.
Soundtrack. There it is. This is the one. That's what I wanted. All right. For those of you staying, I would like you to please block your cameras.
Block? Lock?
Yes, cover them.
Cover it.
Good night.
I'm not worried.
Awesome.
I'm not worried
I
at
am
all.
seeing
Oh, you don't see me? Anyway.
Breker, Goldy, Vanvalor. What is it like when you exit the ship back into this bitter cold in the late afternoon? Dimly lit.
It is fucking terrible.
Dizzying. It's like the wind just like grabbed my entire body and just shoved it 1 centimeter to a side, completely throwing me off balance.
I can feel the hoarfrost on my bones.
no.
Can you guys hear me at all? Or is my
Yeah, we can hear
computer
you.
Fucking stupid?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear.
It's just the cameras are not up to date.
Sorry. Breker, what about you?
Breker would kind of like open the door to the outside and like immediately hit with like the wall of freezing cold and like steps outside and tears are like starting to form on the corners of his eyes just from the sheer cold and they're like freezing before they get too far. Like every single drop of sweat and moisture from fighting is now freezing as well. And he's like just like mentally pushing forward against this. He would go and find Bear, who is now basically a giant popsicle out there covered in snow and stuff, having been mostly just fucking around in the snow drifts. You know, kind of brush him off and hop on and start to trudge down towards the dogs.
You guys kind of hop down past the long frozen carry-on corpses of the beasts that you slayed earlier. Bear kind of passing them in a huff. You begin to continue down the main stretch of the hall of the mountain. You walk for quite a ways. What's it like? What do you see?
Nothing.
At this point, Breker probably would have like pulled his scarf and hood pretty much over his face and eyes, like almost to the point where he's just like face down into it, so he can't even see. He's just trusting Bear to take them in the right direction, just avoiding as much of the cold as possible. The poor idiots behind him are walking through the snow.
Vanvalor tightens up his fly as fuck, as described in its description, the dark mantle cloak, because it is warmer than not having it, but also cooler than not having it. So it is necessary at all times.
I start feeling a bit resentful for the fact that it's just so cold. Had to become accustomed to the ship's warmth, what little there was.
As you kind of peer through a thick flurry, I'd say it's like essentially what it would be as a normal snow is probably the best you could guess. It's relatively thick. It removes vision. It's difficult to see. You start seeing some shapes through the snow, and you start hearing some of the yapping and yipping of the dogs. It seems that Villain has attempted to chain the dogs' sleds together and try to slowly maneuver them towards you a little bit to ease some of your pain of going the full distance. So it's a little bit past the 3/4 of the distance you've covered. And as you kind of start to make out those shapes of this Villain thing, caravan, if you will, or kind of mass of dogs and sleds and whatnot, you all can feel underfoot the snow crunching beneath your snowshoes, giving and taking this constant just crunch, 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 crunch through the powder, and it's just all too familiar. It's almost mundane to the point that you forget that you've not really noticed it with the dogs. You know, you haven't really had to do too much of this kind of on foot travel out here. And then you start to notice the ground is rumbling, almost as if you were in the dog sleds, but it's not coming from the dogs. It's coming from something else. Then you hear Valen's shriek, and an explosion of snow comes up, and what seems to be a large boulder flies over the snow, over the sleds, narrowly missing her, as you see just a scattering of her using her wand, just flinging something into it. And then this boulder crashes between you and dives into the ground straight between you. But the thing is, you would expect the boulder to just land, and there's nothing but a crater in the ground left. The snow collapsing into it, and you look down, and the crater has now become a tunnel. Roll for initiative.
We didn't come with you.
Blackie's there, so I'll probably get a message in a turn or two.
How far away are we though? It's an hour.
God, they've gone further.
About 40 minutes.
They would be dead by the time we get there.
What is the point of having advantages on an initiative? They never help.
Let me just delete everything, and then we'll just restart.
And the
there.
times that they may help.
Ooh, wow, that only took 20 seconds, and it's still rolling.
Look,
boy.
I made a bread. It took like 20 seconds.
Okay, all right, fuck you.
I saw that. That's
Jesus,
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
not having issues.
Fucking.
Oh, there he is. Right.
How far away is this, Rob? I need to check Blackie's
40
distance
minutes.
again. No, in distance. I want to check meters.
Too far.
Too far. Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty, I am going to go to the GM layer and paste it there.
Just have a montage of you guys in battle, and cut back every once in a while, cut back to us all sipping around in a circle, sipping tea.
Okay, and then stat sheet. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's just there. What did you roll for Blackie? Not that you can command him. But
Should I
I guess
roll, or
I
should
probably
Matt?
shouldn't have it in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just get a turn where they make him dismiss or something.
Well, he would just run, probably, or hide inside of the cloak of something. So
He'd probably do the same thing he did when Vanvalor got in trouble and like dismiss himself.
you can't do that.
I mean, I haven't.
It would just hide. Take the hide action.
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me get you guys some music.
I'm gonna count that time that you guys moved as a short rest for me.
Yeah, you guys get a short rest for sure. All right, one more time for the description here. Something big seems to be plowing through the snow, heading deep in your direction, and then that thing happens, and then you can start to see a shiny dorsal ridge breaking through the surface.
Oh my god.
Sloshing through the snow and rumbling. Breker, you're the first to act. What would you like to do?
It's a slow talk.
On my bear.
Where is Velen?
Apologies, I gotta figure out if I want my bear to be intelligent or controlled for this scenario.
Hey, fuck you. Get out of here.
It's about 120 feet away, if that's worth anything to you. This whole thing just leaped over and dove into the ground and then resurfaced about 120 feet away.
I'm gonna have it be controlled, which means it doesn't get a turn. I get its movement. And it can do like 3 actions. It can do the sprint, dodge, or something else while I'm on it.
Disengage.
So we're gonna bear sprint at it. I'm gonna assume Blackie on its own turn can figure out a way to get a message to Mesh, either dismiss itself or something. So I'm not gonna send any message there. And then I'll fire off a guiding bolt only at level 1 at this thing.
Okay, how far is Bear's run speed with dash?
80 feet.
Okay, so you're within 40 feet. I'm gonna have you remember that, okay? So then I'm going to put the other party companions. Dun 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 dun. You guys are gonna be like this. And then I'll move these away now that I don't need them there anymore. And then I'll have my GM layer thing here. I don't want to show you guys what it looks like just yet, because you can't see it. Smile. All right. So there's like 80 feet between you guys. You guys are way back there, okay? All right. Guiding bolt. Give me a roll.
An 8.
Aww.
It doesn't even come close. It's just like maybe Bear jostles you at the wrong moment when it starts dashing and hits something that has to jump over for like a brief second in the snow, and you're just guiding bolt just veers way out.
And I will pull up a shield of faith on me and my mount.
Okay, that gives you both a +2, yeah?
Yes.
Unfortunately, you've already cast a leveled spell this turn, so you cannot do that.
I see. Okay, never mind.
Do you have any other bonus actions you'd like to do instead?
A cantrip?
There are like no bonus action cantrips that paladins get from memory.
Oh.
Only druids have bonus action cantrips.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna harvest divine power into a level 2 spell.
Bards have bonus action. Warlocks do too, don't they? Well, I have a.
Okay.
I don't have any right now, but they do.
Breker, you done?
Yep.
Okay. The snow shark thingy, older sharky, begins to slide and swish effortlessly through the ground. About 40 feet away, closing in at 30, and then something shifts in the snow, and the fin briefly disappears after it closes about 10 feet. And then it jumps in the air, and you see this massive maw that looks like a boulder that's like an arrow tip open, and 4 burrowing hands kind of just go and tuck as it begins to dive towards you and the bear.
What?
It's a no shark with arms?
I'm imagining that I don't know if you've ever
It's like
seen
Gibble.
Elfin Lead with all those like arms that come out.
No gibble.
Does a
Do we have an
21 hit?
Alolan gibble?
Does a 21
There's
hit?
a Gibble.
21 does not hit.
Doesn't hit bear?
Well,
21 hits bear.
Okay. I would like Bear to make a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw, his choice. Oh my god, I gotta get different dice for this.
Strength saving throw of
What did you get?
10.
Okay. So please pull up mounted combat if Bear goes prone.
I have a DC 10 dexterity throw, or also go prone.
Okay, please roll that.
Natural 20 for 24.
Okay, so you stay mounted, but or you unmount, correct?
Yes.
Oh my god, I rolled very low on some of these. Unfortunately, I got 6 more dice because he went prone. Okay. First of all, Bear will take 17 points of piercing damage as the jaws just grab him, and then the leap pressure from the bite is just enough to push him to the ground, launching you off. Hold on.
Stop.
Okay, so now you also need to make a strength or dexterity saving throw for this effect. Since you then land on your feet, you are now subject to this leap, as this thing collides with the ground, not breaching through the other end with Bear, but landing with him.
You said strength or dex?
Your choice, yes.
Stress.
The natural 20 for 26.
Damn. Okay, so you
Nice.
stand your ground, and then the tremor hits, and you see Bear take an additional.
If it's more than 2, Bear's gone.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say it because it makes me feel good. 16 points of bludgeoning damage, go prone, and then take an additional slashing damage from the maw pierce, or the legs landing on him for another 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 slashing damage.
Bye, Bear.
So it lands on Bear, and you hear this maw snap shut like an alligator that just missed. And then it's in a huff turns towards you, Breker. This large head just. Goldy, you're up.
Right.
You are about 80 feet away.
It is visible, right? Like it's not gone back into the snow.
Yes. Roughly, yes.
Oh, okay.
So I should
Right.
do this, right?
I'm going to rage up, and I'm going to move the full 60 feet that I can now for 40 plus the 20 extra.
So are you using your
Right
action
here.
or your bonus action?
That's my bonus action.
How are you able to dash with your bonus action?
Yes, because it actually says here, as part of the bonus action, you could take, as you take entering your rage, you can move up to half your speed. And that adds on top of your regular
This is
speed.
the wolf thingy or the tiger thingy? Is that right? When you rage,
Yes.
you can do extra movement? Yeah, okay. So how far do you get?
It's a total of 60.
Okay, so yeah, you're like 20 feet away.
Yes. Right.
I'll put you back one space right there.
Oh, sorry. Okay. It's too far. Right. As I can see, I am going to throw. Just to be sure. Yeah, I've got my javelin. I'm gonna throw my javelin at it.
Make an attack roll.
Ugh, 10.
It like skids off the carapace, just.
Damn fool! I have plenty more. I will fire.
It doesn't
fire
even pay
another.
attention, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I'll get its fucking attention.
You'll get this one though. 23.
All right, yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Right. 12.
Right.
Yes.
12 points of damage. Okay.
I'm just. I need to get more javelins.
All right. Yep. Mark off the javelin because you lost 2.
Yep.
This one sometimes finds purchase somewhere between the shoulder blade and like chinks in through the armor of the skin and finds some sort of soft spot. All right. That's
How
Goldy
dare
done.
you destroy animals that we love.
Vanvalor, you're up, mate.
I'm gonna stroll up about 20 feet. Ready my bow on my strings. Drag him across and cast Gravity Sinkhole.
Nice.
Okay, I'm assuming you're putting this in a position where it will not hit your allies. Is that correct? What is the
Yes.
range on your spell?
Yes. 120 feet.
Okay, so you're moving 20 to put it on the other side. Got it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What is it that I need to roll for this?
Con 16.
I rolled a 16 plus its modifier, so it's good. Give me the damage. And then half it. You can give me the total or you can half it for me. Just let me know what you're going to do.
Okay. Hey, that's not bad. So half would be 14.
Okay. So takes all that half damage then because it made the same.
That sucks.
That's still a lot for half.
I rolled 29, so.
Whew. Yeah, that's
not bad.
good. Good damage.
I mean,
Okay.
it's 5d10.
Yep. That's not bad. It's definitely above average.
Can I cast a spell as a reaction on the same turn round, or do I have to wait?
So
and not
if you are casting a spell that already has the cast time of a reaction, yes. But if you're trying to prepare another spell to cast as a reaction, you cannot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
If you have Warcaster and something would provoke an opportunity attack, with that feat, you would be able to cast a spell with that feat as reaction.
There we go.
Okay. Alrighty. Breker, you're back up, buddy. But you are on your feet with double natural 20s. You are not prone. Unbelievable.
That was a
Actually,
20 on initiative too, so
insane.
everything. I expected everything to be on a swift downward trend from here. Before my turn, can we deal with what Blackie's doing so we can get a message
So
to the...
essentially, Blackie cannot communicate with Mesh because it's too far away. It cannot dismiss itself. He has to do that. So the only communication he can get is anything.
So
but
Blackie's on me right now?
Blackie is essentially buried itself and is taking the dodge action or the hide action. So he can't be hit.
Wait, does Mesh know if he
hiding.
disappears from this far away?
What's that?
Does Mesh know if
Yes,
he disappears?
you
from
know
this far
at
away?
any distance if you're familiar is
You could just punch him in the fucking head.
That's what I'm thinking. Is the poor little thing is cowering and hiding, and you just grab him and like chuck him at the feast. Landing in the air.
Yeah, so if it's within range, Mesh can bring him back, or if Mesh just decides to bring him back at any point, he can do that. But it would have to make narrative sense for him to do it. And right now, just because
and it takes an hour to cast the spell anyway.
Well, if it's my turn,
Yeah.
I would tell Blackie, it'd be like, Blackie, you have to go and suicide and die to get the message back to Mesh. I'm probably not going to take my turn to just punch you or try to throw you at this thing to kill you.
that's funny.
It's like the time that I tried to throw him, and I was
Yeah.
getting attacked.
Yep. Pretty
Oh
much.
my
I football
god.
that bitch.
But if you wanted to give me a help action, that would be super duper. Or if you're just hiding.
I think that's what Blackie would do. Like if you are like.
Well, in the description,
asking
it
for help.
says the familiar takes the dodge action unless you command it. So, Breker, please give me an animal handling check.
Yeah, that's fair.
And this will use your bonus action if you would like to use this.
I'd say give it with advantage because before I've given Blackie to listen to Chef a bunch of times.
I will be adjudicating, thank you.
5.
Perfect.
Blackie just turns the same color as your uniform.
Is it okay? I mean, not now, but would it have been okay if I just asked Blackie to get on Shine and just ask both of them to run as fast as you can, but back to the others?
Shine is not a
that
familiar
be
and
an
therefore would require an animal handling check.
All right. I'm asking.
I'll give you an
All
answer.
right, I'm gonna give him the old smick smack with the ham.
All right,
the
give me
ham
that
smack.
meaty roll.
Poor little guy.
23 on first attack.
That is a hit. Give me the damage.
My little honey hammer.
God damn it, I hate you.
For 11.
I hate you too.
All right, 11. Okay. Begins to start to fracture some of this armor, but it is like hitting a rock. It's just like
And then second attack is a 14.
that is a miss. Seems to parry it a little bit with its teeth, trying to catching it and then throwing it back. And you see it take a half step backwards and bury one of its claws in the snow deep. Is that your turn?
I hit it with a melee attack, so can I move it 5 feet away from me?
Which way would you like to move it?
To the on our diagram of distances, it would just be to the right.
Okay. So just
And then can I
narratively goes
kind
this
of
way.
Move around just to kind of move to the other side of Goldy, so me and Goldy can set up a kill zone.
Can you move? Okay, so you're trying to go north, or
Well, I'm just going the opposite way of whatever side Goldy is approaching it from, kind of.
got it. So you're trying to essentially do a flanking maneuver to kind of pin it down. Yep. All right, so you push it back. You see this big, just snow, like sled essentially. It'll just be carved into the ground from where he planted its claw, kind of getting shoved back, surprised that the hit, while doing a lot of damage, seemed to still have enough force to move it almost magically so backwards. And you begin to reposition, and as you do, you see this thing in 2 swoops just takes 2 hands down, goes, and you just see this torrent of snow, and the creature goes under the ground. And seconds later, you see it emerge on the other side, leaping over Goldy. And Goldy, I would like you to also make a strength saving throw if I hit. So
As a reaction, can I cast Featherfall? Would that help?
Yes, I need to. You need to make a spell attack roll to make this hit, because it is not
okay.
actually. I will allow it because I like the interest of this, but you do have to make a spell attack roll because, the thing states in the nature of the spell it has to be a willing creature.
Does it? I mean, I'll do it just because he said.
I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong on this, but please read the spell just in case.
She's up to 5 falling creatures within range.
It looks like it's another one of those giant Reddit posts.
Yep. Well, it would be OP if it was
Unwilling.
if it was ruled as written. So I'm gonna make him make a spell attack roll to hit. So please make a spell attack roll.
I got 12.
I don't have any like spells that roll for attacks, so I'm gonna just roll.
So
the
it
D20
should
here
be your proficiency bonus plus your charisma.
Yeah. Please don't land on that one. Are you kidding me?
So I think it's what, a +6 or a +7 or something.
8. So an 11.
Wait.
it
You rolled an 8. Yeah.
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh, +8 is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Damn it.
You see this energy kind of fly and hits a bunch of the snow in the area, and the snow begins to like freeze, and there's like this space above the creature just slightly as it ends to go down faster because of the trajectory of this thing. It doesn't seem to be going high, it seems to be going long. So this thing comes across the top of the snow like a pile driving or line drive baseball that is just omega sized at Goldy. And
I have 20.
okay, that's if it hits. Thank you for pre-rolling that for me. What is your armor class, Goldy?
God. 16.
Okay, then a 22 will hit.
Breker, Goldy, you ended up being 20 feet behind me.
That's about right, yeah.
Wait a second. If it jumps. Ah, okay. Okay. It's cocked. Wow, rolling very low on this damage. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17. 17 points of piercing damage as it bites into you. And that is piercing damage. So if you are raging,
awesome.
you should have something like that. It will round down. So 17 to 16 and then 8. Yep.
Cool.
And it lands there before, let's see here. You were 20 feet away. And then it will use another 20 feet to go underground again.
Damn it.
You will get an opportunity attack as it goes down.
Cool.
Please make an attack roll if you would like to use your
Jay,
reaction.
Is it right next to me, or did it just dive ahead?
It's going straight down.
Right, I'm gonna use max.
Do you have that weapon drawn?
Right. Okay. I'll use my javelin that I still have on.
Okay, you will not have to throw it, but yeah.
Just. Yeah. 18.
That's a hit. Roll damage. Make sure to include your rage bonus.
8.
Very good. Okay. Goldy, you're up.
Ah, bugging me. Oh, what do I do in this situation?
You can still see the dorsal fin heading towards Vanvalor.
Can I, noticing the pathway of where it is now to where Vanvalor is, can I actually somehow shoot the javelin, determining where he would be as I throw it?
You say that a different way? Not quite sure I understand.
Okay. So basically, can I throw it a little bit ahead of him, just to ensure that when I throw it, he's still moving forward, that both points will meet?
So essentially you want to attack it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. I was hoping that'd be like a fancy kind of way of doing that.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm assuming you have to lead it in order to hit it anyways.
I got a crit.
Did you? Okay. What is the total to hit? Just out of curiosity.
27.
Very nice. Yep. All right, cool. Give me the damage, which means you roll the damage twice. But this time you cannot include your rage bonus. This is a ranged attack.
So I just roll it twice.
Roll the damage dice twice. Or
Okay, yeah.
Or you can right click the javelin that doesn't have the rage bonus and hit critical.
Cool.
I believe it lets you do that. Otherwise it might be automatic. Just double
Cool.
check.
That's adding 2 to each dice, right? Just for the rage bonus.
That looks correct. You do not get the rage bonus.
You don't? Okay, man. That's fine. Then it's a flat 13.
Okay.
I say
Still a
flat,
lot of
it's not
damage
flat.
for a javelin. My goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Cari.
13 damage. Yeah, you see some blood spill out, and now a dorsal fin mixed with a spear is shoveling its way towards Vanvalor.
Ooh, I wonder if we can actually see him with like a random spear. Okay, cool.
It looks like an inverted, like very strange plow, where it's not like able to push all the way through, so it's kind of like cutting this like thin layer and just overturning the snow and like this thin line sounding.
You know what? I'm gonna press my luck. I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay, give me a attack roll first.
Oh.
20. Dirty.
20.
20?
It's
No.
a miss.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Oh, I missed?
Mm-hmm. Has 3/4 cover underneath the
How's
ground.
that a miss?
He has one
Okay.
target, a Finn. It's a miss.
I was hoping that would do it. Okay, that's fine.
Low-key bullshit, man.
I'm
not
now
low-key
down to
bullshit. Animal
7
tactics.
javelins. Someone remind me to pick these up after the battle's done.
Alrighty, are you moving?
No. Can I get into like a defensive stance? Can I like to take out my axe and be in like a defensive stance in
You
case
can
he
draw
attacks
your
me?
axe, sure. I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm drawing my axe.
Vanvalor, you're up. This thing is about 80 feet from you. Sorry,
Slow.
it is about 60 feet from you.
Slow. I'm casting slow on it.
Alrighty. What's the DC?
Wisdom 16.
Natural 1. It is slowed.
Nice. So, do you know what slow does? Do you want me to
I
read it?
believe I only get an action or a bonus action on both. If it has multi-attack, it only gets 1 attack. It has a -2 on its armor class. And it moves half speed. I think that's about everything.
Yes.
Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Okay. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus
Bonus
action, not both.
I hate that I'm an encyclopedia
Um,
sometimes on these things.
Yeah. If
Okay.
it goes to cast a spell by the time of one action,
Needs
they
2
can
turns
take
and make
longer.
a spell casting ability modifier check.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That it?
Cool.
Anything else? Movement? You're concentrating on that, so let's mark that.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this thing on the token layer, but I'm going to mark it as underground somehow.
So I will
That was a will save that smoked it.
Wiz save, yeah.
wisdom.
Whiz.
It
Okay.
doesn't have to see all of it to hit it. Don't know where my slow stuff is, but that one seems to work fine. All right, so Vanvalor, you're effectively finished. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Breker, you're up. About 45-ish feet from you, maybe close to 60, somewhere around that range. Sorry, I'm still trying.
Well,
to
I
find
was
this
60
over.
feet away from them because I moved up 20 my last turn, from what I remember.
Yeah, so Breker had gone 80, and then it went closer. So Breker was the median point from that point, after it got attacked. Either way, this thing has gone enough distance to be where it is.
And it is still submerged.
Yes, correct. The slow does not pop it out. Although a gravity sinkhole in the space above it to drag it out would be very, very amusing to me.
That is unfortunate because it is a 4th level spell and I have 1 slot.
Yeah, I know. But I just thought of it in the moment. It does sound very
I
fucking cool
know.
to pull it out. Yoink!
I mean, if it wants to get close to me, I can move it.
I think I'm going to sprint
fucking
and
sure.
Shield of Faith and call it a day.
Shield of Faith yourself?
Yes.
And you're gonna sprint towards it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put you here. I'll say you're where Breker and Goldy, you guys are kind of the same distance. This thing will still have the same plan and move approximately 20 feet towards Vanvalor, and then do it again. So
Do
it
it again.
is, I'm gonna say it's probably 10 feet away from you. Sound about right? Yeah. So it used dash action to get close to you.
And it's hopping?
It's not able to.
Yes.
Do I get to make a save at the end of its turn, or at the beginning of your turn,
Yes.
or what's the rule for that?
Yeah. Whiz save at the end of its turn.
End of its turn. Okay. What's the wisdom total that I need to beat?
16. But I can cutting words it if necessary.
Okay, are you cutting words it, or do you want me just to tell you the result?
Yeah, I'm gonna cutting words it.
Okay. Roll your cutting words dice, and that will. Wait a second. You had your turn. Did not need to use your reaction. Yeah. Okay, you should have your reaction here.
-5.
Okay, you got a -1.
Perfect.
Oh, yes, you're still
That means I
concentrating your spell.
That means I don't have to, it doesn't have to roll next time. It's already failed the next turn because it got negative. Right, that's how that works.
No, it's not.
I don't know where that's
Goldy.
coming from.
Yeah. I was like trying to figure out if
It's
you were
called
trying
a
to like
joke.
give me a real rule, and then I realized I saw through the bullshit, and then I was like, oh no, I just say no here. Okay. Goldie's up.
Right. I can't see him from where I am, right?
You can see a dorsal fin with a spear through it from where you're at, and your axe is out.
Right. I'm gonna run towards him. Be right then next to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna launch my axe in the point where I think the fin meets the body.
Okay. Are you doing so normally?
Yes. Well, actually, no, I can't. I have to do this normally. Yes.
What do you mean you have to do this normally?
Well, I was thinking about a charging attack, but I'm actually
I wasn't getting at that. But you have reckless attack, so I was asking if you're gonna do this reckless or normal.
Oh yes, I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Okay, rolls advantage. Excuse me. It's a weird thing about things that burrow. They don't count as prone, even though they're in the ground. Very odd.
25.
Okay, 25 to hit.
Math.
Sorry. I have bonuses and minuses. How much is the minus from slow? 2?
AC, yeah, 2.
Okay. So then it doesn't get 3/4 cover, it gets half cover now because of that. Wait, no, half cover is only +2. So that's +5 -2, so +3. All right, and you got a 25?
Yes.
That is a hit.
Okay, great.
You may roll your axe damage with the rage bonus.
Yes.
9.
Great. Yeah, you cut into something, and there's some blood that comes up when you pull your axe out.
Great. I'm gonna hit that exact same spot again.
Okay. Chopping wood. Give me an attack roll with advantage if you're reckless.
Reckless. Okay. 16.
Something moved since you hit it. Maybe you hit it down deeper, or maybe it's movement in the moment and your movement at the same time just slightly alters it, and you just hit ground. Just like you're chopping right into the snow.
Box.
Very difficult to hit. Mark.
Right.
That's your action.
Goldy, what was up with your roll? It gave you advantage, and there was no attack modifier on that? Because he rolled a 5 and a 16.
So
and his
here's
total
something
to
that's
hit
going
was
on is
sorry,
when
I
he
clicked
rolls
on
the with
with
rage, that should be the damage one, not the to hit one.
Yeah, my apologies. It's okay if we just add the 7 on?
Okay, so
It's a
you
bit more
rolled
simpler.
a 16 plus your to hit modifier would make it what?
7. It will make a total of 23.
That would be a hit, so now you can roll damage, please.
Right, my apologies.
All good, all good. Sometimes it's confusing, get a lot of different things.
Chef looking out here.
14.
14.
Thanks, Chef.
You hear something crack, and you pull it out, and there is a pool that follows as a streak of blood fills the snow as this thing is trying to continue moving. Oops.
Ow.
Vanvalor.
Right.
Unless Goldy has a bonus action to use, he's done.
No, nothing left after that.
Okay.
I'll
Vanvalor.
be back though.
Would Pulse Wave hit?
Only one way to find out.
No, fuck. I mean, we could always go the classic Shatter.
The classic
Classic Shatter spell. Cast as a 3rd level.
Shat hair.
We're gonna do that. It's a Constitution 16.
How far away is that herd?
Wow. Okay. That is a failure for sure.
I think
got a
it's like
10.
300.
Further than 300 feet.
Is this
Would we
something
hear it?
mild?
No, you wouldn't. They are really far away from you.
Okay, that's fine.
What's the damage?
In which we can hear.
14. 2 6s and 2 1s.
The first thing you see is this just... Actually, you know what, Vanvalor? How would you like to destroy the dorsal fin?
No, we need
What
that.
happens?
I want the Shatter to hit, and it to just spin up in the air, and in a really cool camera shot, looking at Vanvalor standing there, it lands right in front of the camera, you know, and then the focus changes onto it as it's like poking out of the snow, as the tip like lands in there.
Nice. Does Vanvalor gesture to the camera, give it a wink or something like that?
It's a bit much
Yes,
to
of
ask,
course.
considering it's not in the air yet. Here's what I'll give you. You tell me...
No, the fin. No, the fin. The fin pops
Oh, the
off
fin. Okay.
and
That's something I
spins
can
through
do.
the air and then lands.
That's something that I can do. All right, so
Not the whole thing.
what happens is you see this fin dislodge and this sound. What does it look like when you cast Shatter? Like with your instrument?
It's just like a little bit of silvery light shoots from where the bow meets the strings, and it hits a spot, and it's like half a second where you're like, did anything happen? And it's just this huge boom sound.
So this is like in the Kimetsu no Yaiba when he sees the strand the Demon Slayer strand of like he like draws a single note, and a string connects from the thing of his fiddle, the music itself kind of generating this magic as it connects with the dorsal fin. It then winds and then snaps and then tots, and then the thing just disappears, and then you hear this colossal bang as the dorsal fin just goes and flies through the snow, and you see this thing kind of bound once as the head kind of comes up, as the kind of body is still doing the digging, and then you see just all of this armor just spider crack in through the snow, and then you just see blood just kind of go where the body is as the dorsal fin goes into the snow. And you look down at the dorsal fin that also has the same cracking marks, and then you see the last bit, the single spear of Goldy's sitting in it disintegrate into the sand or the snow.
No, I needed that.
Not the spear though, right?
Not the what?
Not the spear though, right?
No, the spear.
The spear disintegrates.
Yeah, the spear does. If you read the shatter spell destroys objects.
It does.
Now you have a
right?
bone to
Murdered
pick
it.
with Vanvalor.
Oh, right.
All
I
right.
possibly needed that.
You'd be like,
The
you!
thing's dead.
And at the end,
gone
you
too
see these like 3 bolts of crystal light just go and hit the body of this creature from the distance.
Oh, are they guided missiles?
You motherfucker almost scared my dogs. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh gosh.
All right.
You have to check what I posted.
You guys can show your
in-
cameras, by the way.
What I posted in our Pogo
Definitely want to
text
say
about Devii. I had a revelation about Devii.
Great. Lovely.
So,
Are you Baby Yoda now? Mary Poppins.
I was like, oh my gosh.
All right, I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
That is also another D&D classic you have now been exposed to, but you don't know what it's called yet,
A
so
snow
we'll
gibble?
figure it out. Carrie, it starts with a B.
Lowland Gibble.
We fought them with
Berserk. Yeah, I know what they are, but I can't.
You don't remember the name?
What they are.
I know. I was thinking B in my mind here. It's not a basilisk.
Bull.
It's not
bull
a biscuit.
something. Bull.
Bearded
bull.
dragon.
Ah, yes.
I know.
Am I not allowed to say?
The thing
Bloody
looks like
murder is what it is.
that thing looks like a bearded dragon. That creature looks like a bearded dragon. Is that what you meant?
The,
I can't hear what she's not listening to me.
in the
Guys.
Kavan arc,
I
They
promise
fought
I'm
it.
smart, Chef.
Can we take a moment?
rhymes, you ding ding.
fought it in the
Take
Kavan
a
arc.
moment. we've lost someone precious to our family. Like, I think we all should just put our hands together and say rest in peace, Spear.
Who is this?
Also the bear, but mostly the spear.
Mostly
Get
the
another
spear,
spear.
But seriously,
I mean, Chef
no,
King
the
just gets
bear.
the same bear. The bear, he just comes back.
No.
He's fine.
The bear. Oh wait. What?
He's dead.
I'm gonna
He's
make
got
a joke,
giant
but-
X mark. Like, he's got the Dankan Rampa X mark. It's final. They're not coming back.
Does that make sense, Dally? Kiting something, you
Yeah.
attack it, run away. It kind of just follows you, doesn't get to attack.
That's where
and then you do
I've heard it before. Because in
Works really well
military
in
tactics
MMO.
with cavalry, that's what you do. That's kiting, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you hit and then turn, and then you do the circles with different rows or different ranks of. Yeah.
Chef dropping the MOBA terminologies.
It's not MOBA terminologies. This predates MOBAs.
To be yeah,
This
that's
is
Cavalry warfare? This is 20s. They didn't have computers yet.
Before them.
I
It better not be
mean,
1920s. Before then.
oh for sure.
They did have computers in the 20s.
In the year 20 AD.
Like they had like steampunk computers back then.
Yeah, there you
Wait, 20 AD. Wouldn't that make
go. That's Rome, right?
that is 8 years before a certain someone creates a holiday? Easter. I'm talking about Easter.
That would have been 20
AD.
years after Easter.
80. You sure?
AD means after death, so it would have been 20 years after Easter.
It doesn't mean anno after death. It means anno domini.
Oh, you mean yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, yeah.
Wait. I thought
It was
that
32
begins at
AD.
his birth, not his death.
Yeah. So it was 32 AD.
Ah, I stand corrected.
They-
I'm sorry.
Oh, he died
Right,
in 32. I thought he died at 28.
I believe so.
Well,
thought it was
Jesus of
32.
Nazareth would have been
I
born in like 4 AD anyway. 'cause
4
the
AD, that
date-
makes more sense.
The dates are, but the calendar's been changed so much.
Yeah, I mean, going back to that ancient of a time, it's really hard to verify dates.
You can't verify anything.
Can I just point out
There's
the
no
fact that
photo evidence.
there is an entire religion based off this factor when he was born. We use that particular design of time measurement to dictate
Yeah,
these
but
years, and
you
we
have to
have
remember
no concrete evidence that Jesus was not in fact born on 0 AD. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Well, we know that the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, has been actually altered and moved. So
Hmm.
All right.
This
we
is
know that.
Apparently, I'm the only one that took the break.
all right. I'll be
Do you
back.
guys need to use the bathroom or stand up and stretch? Like, please do.
Was it an actual break?
I'll just step
Yes,
out
that's
of
why we're
frame.
playing the
Does
break
that make you feel
music.
better? Does it make you feel
Oh,
better than
I
I'm just standing out of
God
frame?
Damn it,
now?
Dallin. This is why you're the worst viewer.
Yeah, I just saw. I have my.
Fuck
Let's
you.
have a little
No,
confidence
fuck
in
you.
here.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, yeah, Jodie, what's this kanji?
How dare you walk away from me while I'm talking to you?
That looks like is it like Han, as in like half?
Mhm.
Or... Is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And then on this side I have the answer, which is.
that.
There you go. Oh, it's kind of blurry. There you go.
I can't read your. Oh, okay.
Middle, halfway.
Surprised I even got that because I'm not really studying kanji at the moment. So.
Nice job. This is, I think, a second grader
Stop
kanji.
that. Stop that.
These are my second grade kanji
Get your pores away from me.
Wow.
I didn't even notice
Keep your
that. I
pores
was just
yourself.
looking at the kanji.
I'm gonna get
Why
my
is
pores
your-
so close
Why
to
is
you.
your nose
I'm
there?
gonna show you my blackheads if you don't go away
I'm
from me.
gonna show you my pores.
Who?
Bow to your
Why is it
sensei.
Mini boy.
Actually, I'll do. I
I used to throw a picking skin quarter mile.
Why? What did I miss last week that turned this group into like nose enthusiasts? Like,
Dallan
what?
wasn't here.
I just slept and I only worked like 65 hours this week, so I have
Jesus
tons of
Christ,
energy.
dude.
It's amazing.
Shorts are comfy and easy to wear.
I love shorts. They're my
That's
favorite.
a Pokemon
If I
meme
had
and a
a
half
choice-
for you, Cari.
Oh, I would say if I have to choose between pants, shorts, or a skirt, I'd wear shorts. I let Derek.
Oh, I'd wear a skirt if I had to choose between those three.
I would
They
wear
wear
a
a
are
skirt
very
on
skirt.
breathable.
instant.
I bet they'd be very breathable for your
Very breezy nethers.
locations, your nether locations.
No, it's amazing. It's
I
amazing.
think for all gentlemen, the skirt is the way to go.
You have to have a
Okay, cool.
kilt.
Manjit, we need to buy
The
Dahlia's
Scottish, the
lungi.
Scots had it right.
No, like
I used
the
to have a coat.
Middle Eastern clothing is like not even a skirt. It's just the whole thing
It's
is
a
one
robe,
thing. It's like let's just put on
Awesome.
one piece of clothing.
From like
That's
way
it.
back, way
I
back.
don't have pants and a top. It's just
Nope.
one.
Google lungi.
How do you spell that?
I don't know if there's an English spelling.
Oh, sorry, Rob. I'm in frame.
L-O-O-N-I-N-G-I, something like that.
Actually, if you spell it in your native language, you might.
Nice try,
actually find
Dallan.
it,
I
too.
still hate you.
That's good.
It's all good. All right.
L-U.
I lost my feed. Why is everyone?
No.
Here we go.
I
How
still stand by my shorts.
do you spell it,
I
Mesh?
like my shorts.
L-U-N-G-I.
Lungi?
Lungi, yeah. Go for pictures.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh,
like
yeah, go into.
this is the lower piece only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long cap.
That looks so comfy.
It does look comfy.
Does it have is it pretty restrictive for how far you can step forward, or does
No,
it have a
Can you
plate?
lunge?
Does it have like a big plate that you can use to walk further?
There's a gap. You could have a little bit of a gap on a side.
Okay, because I can see in some of them they have like a center plate that kind of expands out, so you have
Yep.
a little bit more range of motion. And then there's a picture of some guy sitting down with his. It looks like he doesn't have that much restriction.
Came back. Oh, there's a cat bar.
Is she showing you guys her butt?
Sorry,
No.
did someone say
Cat
cat
butt.
butt? Because I
Random
don't want to get up again.
Does she have a short tail? Or
She does
regular
have a little
sized
bit of a
tail?
shorter tail, yeah. So she was a chimera twin, so she has little extra feet on the back of her legs.
What?
On the back of her back leg, she's got little extra. Yeah,
You
let me
need to
show
show us this right now.
Really? Oh
Look
my
at
gosh.
that.
I'm getting up for that.
She has no
That's
extra little
absolutely
feeties.
She has two extra little feeties on her back legs. Squish that, like right here. This little nub.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wild.
Oh,
It's got
wow.
It's got a pad and a toe beam,
Oh.
and then the other side.
Oh
for the
my
big one.
gosh.
And she's
Is
just
that-
a little bit. She's just a
Back
little
legs
bit
are
longer
quadrubeans.
in her torso, and she can fold.
Wow.
She can like
'Cause she
fold
was-
perfectly in half. And her tail's just a little bit too short, so she's a little weirdo. She's a little weirdo.
He's
But
a
she does
normal
just-
man.
Wow.
What in the world? Very flexible cat.
That's
She's
worth a
Wait.
couple of updates on Reddit.
So
It's-
what is it like?
Update.
like that
extra
update.
bones?
Upsnoot.
Is the extra legs flesh, or does it have bone
Yeah.
structure? Like,
Yeah, there's bones in this on the one on the left side.
There's bones in this
I'm
than
trying to
there,
get
cat.
So let me. She doesn't like this, but this one
Aw.
here.
Oh no, I can tell she doesn't like it.
She definitely doesn't like it.
There you go. There it is.
Oh,
Wow,
This
it's
one.
long.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, could you
That's
guys have
rough.
surgery to remove those, or is she
it be
comfortable enough
painful?
without it?
She's fine. She's
Yeah.
fine with them. She didn't like
Yeah.
me holding her. She's fine with us touching her. She doesn't care. They
Okay.
don't hurt.
Are they?
It's
Do they have
probably-
bones that go into those chimera pieces? Okay.
Yeah, it's stiff.
Okay.
She
not
doesn't
just
have any
cartilage.
control over it, but it's stiff.
Interesting.
It doesn't
really
do
weird.
her any harm. There's no point in having unnecessary
Yeah.
surgery, right?
Yeah, it's essentially like
Yeah,
a
she's
benign
cool.
tumor in a certain context.
Yeah.
She's
Alright.
such a sweet cat. She just loves to be held.
Depends on where the tumors are located. To be fair.
You guys
What's
ready to
her
play
name?
now?
I forgot. Oh, good. Squishy, right?
Squishy, yes.
Squish.
Squish.
We call her Squish
Oh,
or
is it because
Squishy
she
or
can fold?
yes.
Ah.
She came from my parents' house that way. She gets called Squish, Squishy, Gwumsh, Gwumsher, Squimsh, Squamsh, Squish. Just
Squam.
I am the one.
Squidoodle.
I like that one. Scram.
Anyway, Squamsh. Yeah, she gets squamshed.
Tom squanched.
My life is about squish.
All right, let's play. All right, let's cut back. Let's have the people that were out and about that met Velen. Please black out your cameras. To the best of your ability.
Wait, hang on. Who's broken out cameras now?
And we'll cut back to the ship. So Cal, Devii, and Mesh, and Torterra.
I put a mirror on there. Does it freak out?
Yes.
Probably not.
Freak out.
Oh!
Perfect.
Just properly show it.
All right.
There we go.
What are you doing?
I'm just probably finding a good place to do my spells. Identify.
Resting, were we told to wait in a specific spot? I think I'd like to go find a comfortable place. I don't know if that would be down where where Dredavex is working or up in the control tower.
Probably also eventually end up helping dealing with the 3 bodies downstairs. I don't know what we did with those.
Nothing. What should we do with this?
How many hours do we
Yeah.
have for this? So like, they went out for 4 hours or something.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be
Least-
rotting or anything. I think they'd still be fresh if they.
Yeah. So yeah, we have a
So,
bunch of
yeah.
things we could do.
You know, I should probably give them their rights. So, I don't really have any more cups left. Can I find some cups?
Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
I'm assuming there's no cups
What should we do
because
for?
they're illithids. Because I need to pour out. I need to pour
she
one
doesn't- you don't
out
have
for
to
the
make
dead.
this a disadvantage. I'll just give you a
Ye-
straight roll, Kara.
Oh, we do. We have cups because we have the cups we carry in our packs.
Right, but
Yeah, we have-
I'm gonna leave it. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I am running out of cups. Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, 11 plus 1 would be 12.
There are no cups.
No cups. Well then, I will just cup my
Well-
hands and sprinkle them on the body.
It's
And
okay.
like, it sounds really funny, just like, but like I'm
How
trying
cold
not.
is this tea?
So
It's warm.
I stopped with
I
Devii.
make tea. Yes.
Devii, you know, they died by my hand mostly, so you can have my cup. I'll donate it for this rights.
Okay.
I can always get another one. It's fine.
Yeah,
So
they're
Devii,
them
are you
together.
building a fire to do the tea, or are you gonna do lukewarm precipitation tea?
No, I'm gonna build a fire to make tea.
Big warm tea.
It can't. The last
I've got
recipe can't be
lukewarm
done
tea here,
properly
that's
unless you
fine.
make a proper cup of tea. So yeah, I'll build a fire to make a tea.
Is there a place where you can build a fire? Here, I guess on the
Do you have
deck.
kindling, Cari? Or tinderbox, whatever it's called?
That's a good question.
Just in general, if you don't have one, just you need to make a note.
I see crampons, grappling hook, healer's kit, ice fishing drill, honey navigator's tools.
You don't specifically have to have it. One of you 3 do.
I have one.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And we'll assume that Cal helps you while Mesh is doing magic stuff.
I mean, I do have a tea set, so maybe I have like a little
You're near a forest. It's probably not
Alcohol
too hard
stove
to
thing.
get something going.
Yeah.
It is a little
Are
difficult, but
we-
it is snowing outside when you get out there.
I can get some ice, or I can get
Okay.
some snow for the water.
Mesh
Yeah.
probably opens the door for you in a brief moment.
And I'll make the
Who's
tea.
opening the door?
And I guess are we bringing the bodies? Are we going to burn the bodies?
Yeah, I can carry them.
I suppose we should ask Dredovex
Yeah.
if he's okay with that.
Yeah,
We
let's
also
speak.
have Totera, by the way.
Let's speak to Dredovex.
I'll go find. We'll all go find Dredovex.
Yeah.
Okay, you find
Where
Dredovex.
is he?
He's in doing diagnostics in the command. Well, not the command central. What's it called? The
On deck.
where's my thing? Here it is. He is in the propulsion room. N6.
Okay. Then I will go up to him. Dredovex, we are wanting to send off your friends that didn't fare as well as you in the transition that we killed earlier this morning. The best way I can think to do it is to burn the bodies, but I don't know how you feel about that.
Their full forms, like ours, have been mutilated. So I guess the bodies no longer matter what you decide.
Would you like to be present?
No, I don't think so.
Well, if it's your permission, then we will go outside and burn the bodies.
Should we speak to Tentacle Face?
Me?
Nah, the tall Tentacle Face.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
That's
rude.
so
but
rude.
Okay.
I've forgotten his name. What's that?
That's okay. You can call him Fluffy Butt.
I thought that was my name.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can call him Tentacle Face, then he can call you Fluffy Butt.
Fair enough. If you'll excuse me, I need to make sure this thing gets up and running for you by tomorrow.
Okay. If we're ready, we'll go outside with the bodies.
Mesh looks and thinks at the door.
About like as you're carrying your bodies outside, 20 minutes later, Mesh is coming out with the goggles like,
I can't see very far at these. What
Mesh,
are
are
these
you
supposed to
okay?
be for?
Mesh, I'm right here.
okay. Wow, these are,
What are those?
they let you see really intricate, like magnified really close, but further ahead I can't see shit.
While he's
Jeez.
talking, he's holding something up really close. Enhance.
How many fingers? Okay, well, we'll set them all up, and Cal, if you would give me your cup.
There you go.
Pour out the cup of tea and set it down by the bodies, and for all the warmth and kindness that you missed.
Cari,
We
your
lost
mic's
you.
lost. Try again.
For all the warmth and kindness that you missed in your last moments. Dedicate this to you. To allow you to feel at peace and at home. Your time after this. Anybody else have anything to say?
Yeah.
I use minor illusion? No, silent image to make 2 more cups just for the sake of the ceremony.
I like that.
I'm sorry I ended your life so soon. I realise now that you weren't our enemies. I hope you'll be at peace.
You're
And,
burning the bodies, I'm assuming? How are you burning them?
Well, I have a little bit of lantern oil, so I will
Okay.
put a little bit of that on them.
Okay.
You can light a fire with a spark from prestidigitation. I don't know if I could like stand a little bit away and do that.
You
Doesn't
have to
say
do them one
touch
at a
or
time, but you
anything,
could do
so-
that. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, they're right next to each other, so I figured they would light each other.
You would just like maybe draw some of the oil across the snow to go. Yeah, that's fine. Snow's actually flammable. Fun fact. So you can get the oil to run across the snow before it freezes, and then prestidigitate and goes all the way over.
And then I'd like to stand a little opposite the direction the wind is blowing. So I don't want to stand downwind.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't want ashes in our face.
Give it some silence.
The snow the snow continues despite the fire. You hear the light crackling as the oil catches. Smells odd. A little fishy. But nothing pleasant. It's hard to smell anything because your nose hairs are frozen. So
Yeah.
it's very, very cold. But yeah, the tea, albeit hot, doesn't last long. It's frozen before too long, but just a cold and quiet scene as you just see the steams very quickly dissipate and the single cup stay as the two illusionary cups continue to steam. And the pleasant smell and the fishy smell begin to slowly turn to more of a charcoal and a burnt smell. And you can hear in the distance barking and sledding. And the rest of you can reveal your cameras. Bear has not resident with them currently, but it seems that your companions have returned. And Torterra, as you guys are arriving, seems to have heard the noise, and up on the ship you can see Torterra standing on the main deck, just with his little companion in the threshold.
Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
Did everything go okay?
No.
No.
No, we were attacked
Where's
by
Bear?
a shark.
Shark?
Yeah, bloody shark almost ate all of us!
Oh,
It's
hello,
from
then.
Hello!
From the sea, I don't
Thank you for your message,
understand.
but I tried to help us along. Thank goodness I didn't go very far.
Yeah.
We
have
might
squid
need-
people. Do you know anything about
What?
illithids? Do you know anything about illithids?
I would say you're lying, but there's a giant creature here. What in heavens?
I mean, you can't
Well,
deny what you can see right in front of you.
skipping all the details that we will fill you in, we're gonna get a flying ride to the island where the codex is.
What codex are you talking about?
Codicil.
The codicil.
The codicil. Oh, yes.
Yes,
But still,
the codex. The codex to the codicil.
If it's all right with you, I don't think the dogs will do very well with more foreign things to them.
I don't know what to do with them then.
Just keep them separate from whatever it is that you conversed with in the ship, and we'll maybe make it through.
They need to be on the ship. You're
I
just saying
understand
don't-
that, but I just don't want them anywhere near your friends?
Well, you
I don't
know, we make
know.
friends often.
That's true.
I am very confused. And also, are any of you in jeopardy? Are you all okay? Are you there, thralls? She holds out her wand.
Are any of us ever okay?
Yo, it's cool. It's cool.
Are you being
We've
controlled?
spoken to them.
Hmm?
We've spoken to them. They're.
That's
It's
what
all
I'm
good.
worried
They're
about.
cool. Okay, but you know, maybe they wanted to kill us. They didn't kill us. We negotiated on friendly terms.
Are you okay, Goldy? You look like you're about to cry.
Well, it's
Bear's not with us anymore.
Bear? Oh, but Bear can come back.
Bear.
Yeah, give me 10 minutes. I can resummon.
Yeah, he's like Blackie.
yes. Well, the land shark attacked him.
Land shark. That's
We
I
had
mean,
a
I'm-
bear
I'm
pancake
okay.
for a little bit.
I don't like any harms to animals at all, no matter what they are.
Even fake
Oh.
ones.
It's,
Remember those fake ones that come out the bag?
Yeah,
They don't-
I'm holding
yeah.
it. I'm holding it right now.
Exactly. Why?
Would you like-
You don't have a problem with those getting harmed, but you're angry that.
No, he
I'm
does.
a very
I think we
complex
don't.
person.
you been
Thank
drinking?
you very much. No.
Oh, okay.
We could still do the experiment where we see if we can eat those
Did you taste the
You know
brain
what?
sludge?
bag of
All right.
trick
You
animals.
know.
Goldy,
I
you should put your-
apologize. I
put your hand-
apologize for my compassion. I shall stop giving a damn. How about that?
She'll put her hand on
Perfect.
your shoulder and be like, Goldy, animals died.
Well, I'll tell
That's
you what,
why."
Goldy, you need to stop eating the rabbits that we catch then. Do you eat those?
Right, let's get inside. Don't step on that.
Rest
Pointing
my
to
cats.
Pointing to the ash.
You can see that some of the dogs are starting to like.
Nope. Nah. Nope.
Well,
We're gonna-
the dog's trying to go for the.
I'll
They're like
probably
they're
find-
smelling from downwind. They're like nose are in the air.
Oh no! Don't. Yeah, let's keep the dogs away from the.
I'll probably find some
Astral.
rocks to like as headstones, like tiny rocks.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, relax. I'm telling the dogs, not you guys.
Alrighty.
Fredden, we should
So-
introduce you to our
So just real
new
quick.
friends.
You guys start piling the dogs slowly but surely. They walk into the main area. I guess Torterra probably gonna keep the door open so they can mosey on into the main area that's still kind of a mess. But the dogs will kind of eventually populate the area. Through a little bit of effort, Jodie, your character Chalcedony will have this conversation with Velen while the rest of the group is taking some of the sleds and cramming them in very odd places to make sure they fit in the main area. So that you guys will have some space, probably on the command deck or the battle deck, to kind of ride it out. And maybe one or two of you will stay down with the dogs on the cargo deck. Chalcedony, you may resume what you were going to say to Velen. Go ahead.
Fredden, our companions that we found here, they're really quite friendly actually. We've spoken to them, and I don't think they mean us any harm. They just want to find a way to possibly restore themselves. On that note, I was wondering if you could ask Professor Scant if he knows anything about possibly restoring them.
I'm sure I could, but his expertise is inside of the Lost City, not Illithid. He is. Think of this like a book that can speak. If he has an expertise in a certain area, he can only really speak of the things that are affecting that area. And so if there was no Illithid affecting the Lost City of Ythrin, then therefore there's nothing about them in his research.
How about that's not a bad question.
But it is an
How
excellent
about
point to be asking.
it this way? We rephrase the question. Would he know of any research that they were doing to revert a transformation of some kind.
It's broad, but we could give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On the plus side, we do have some coordinates for something in the glacier.
Yes, that's true.
That-
Probably the coordinates to the city. Well, we're not guaranteed, but
Rough
it was
coordinates,
around where
I'm
you were
assuming,
saying.
or exact?
I think exact.
All right.
I'll just take out the map where
Yeah.
Warren pointed out.
They said there's something.
Here-ish?
Did they say
where they're
magical?
pointing, that is, well, at least it's a little bit in a ballpark, but unfortunately, if they're pointing at this point in the glacier, that's further deep in past where the wall is. So we have to find in the entrance of the wall. So this will help us as far as once we're inside, if we can get our bearings and understand, you know, where the end is, and we can navigate the tunnels, or if there's no tunnels, if we have to go on the top, or if we have to dig. I'm not sure how we're going to get in, but if something is sealed,
Can we
we
go
don't know
around?
what's past the ceiling, right? Not the ceiling, but the ceiling door, right? The sealed door, I'd rather. Once we get past that, then we can begin to understand where the final destination might be, but these coordinates don't dictate verticality, unfortunately.
No, I do get what you're saying.
So this is a very, very good start.
I hope, you know what they should do is on the mini map, they should put an arrow pointing down or up so we know where it's supposed to be direction.
Yes. I'm sure they have some coordinates, but maybe they can't communicate it properly with a human map, if you will. I will, also, I'm going to fast forward this. I asked Scant. She'll say that she asked Scant, and I rolled for Scant to see if he knows anything about transformations. He does not.
Okay.
Simply.
At least as long as we can phrase our questions
I did roll
in
for
a
this,
way.
so you guys did ask him a question that I could roll for. So he didn't know.
Well, it was worth a shot. Yeah.
Worth a shot.
He said it's an excellent question and would like to have more research put into him if possible. So he is happily
Very
take more
well.
research on that topic if you would like to, and makes a memo in his mental banks to continue
Thank you
research
very
about
much.
this.
I also want to research this too. So Professor Scant, I will be your research partner only in this area.
You see
Actually, I
a
hope
little
he
mage
wasn't
hand
like-
come up and do this,
Okay.
and then just disappear.
He has a mage hand, so he can do that.
He does.
can make gestures.
Is mage hand somatic?
No.
Oh, okay. Like if it's somatic, how does he make it? But okay.
Well, it might be for you, but it's not for him.
Oh, okay.
Somatic, right? Who uses Soma? What's Soma?
Oh, somatic is hand gestures.
Oh, okay.
Neuroscience, basically.
Oh, Vogue?
Not
Yeah.
worrying. Not worrying at all.
Now we know that Rob can Vogue. We have the evidence.
What is it like?
You just make it up. You can't know to have justice.
So we have a lot of time to do something. Like
You also have a lot of time that you can just skip
if
if you want.
Let's skip.
even the
Well,
journey is a day, so we have another day on the journey as well.
You guys will
So we
basically
could
be
make-
able to long rest on the ship with the dogs if you want.
Well, yeah, we could have a long rest. We could
We
make
might
some
do that.
preparations and then have a long rest. I don't know
Oh,
if
And Cal could have a session again.
Can I go pick up my javelins, please?
Oh, from coming back. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
session.
Oh, sorry. I used
Our
it
training
to
sessions.
burn. I used your javelin
Oh,
for
okay.
firewood for the burning.
12?
I
12?
was thinking
Okay,
something
roll a
else.
d6. Or sorry, d4.
Three.
-1.
2.
So you get a d4 -1 because you had one destroyed.
Oh.
So you got 2. You got 2.
I got it. I got
Good.
it. I got it.
More than 50%.
You know, 2 is better than 1.
Right. Anything else? Party up?
Going to bed.
What do you guys like to do?
Chill.
I'm gonna put you guys back.
Do you want to do that today, or we could do it tomorrow? But today is
Chill
probably
every
better,
day.
So, oh yeah, so are you saying we should chill?
right? We could train
Yeah.
today or tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Train.
both
Oh!
work.
Pal! I need to teach
Yeah.
you Elven, and you need to teach me Sylvan.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
That's true. Let's do a language exchange.
Yeah, we
I've
can
been
compare the
muted
words
like
that are
an
similar.
idiot.
Oh!
What were you saying, Dallan?
Oh, nothing important.
Oh.
Let's hear it.
I've just been bantering, so I don't even remember them.
Oh, Sag.
No!
Yeah. It's fine.
We
He's
can
playing a
compare
game.
the words that are
He's not even listening
similar.
to us.
Probably spend some time with Torterra. Give him his helmet that he could use.
A head,
Going to
what,
write
sorry?
down?
Debbie, we
His
could do a tattoo.
telepathy.
Ooh, yeah, did you ever decide what you want?
I mean, I don't know what you know how to do right now with your kit.
Boy, I can do anything.
With the-
Oh wait, you're
with the
talking
magic.
about...
Wait, what?
So I have to get...
How wants to know it's...
Boy, I could do anything.
No,
Here,
it's one
here,
of those things
motherfucker.
where like, you have to... I don't have info on what I can do, so like we have to find magical things, and then...
Well, do you want to do a tattoo of like a saber-toothed tiger with the stuff that you have and see what happens?
Yeah, I can do that. What's already in there?
We have
With whatever's in
That
the
would look
bottle.
great on you.
We can just see what it does.
the
I don't know if
grinding.
that's how that works. Because you have the stuff
No.
to make the magic tattoo, we just don't know what the stuff does, right? So do you have to know
Yeah.
what you're doing when you do it, or does it happen
That might be a good idea.
because you did the tattoo?
I don't know the magic side of it, but the tattoo will look great no matter what.
That's fair.
Did we find
guess it's
any
a-
gems
It's an
beforehand?
experiment.
We could
Well, she already has
yeah.
the gems, right? So I don't
I
know
already...
if
Let's
don't-
experiment on the
I
fake
don't
animals that
have-
we have.
I don't
you have blue.
gem dust, but I have what was already in that tattoo kit, which were the glass on the tattoo bottles was augmented. If
I
I'm
thought that
correct.
they had some. I thought it had some gems in there already, like some
Huh?
powdered gems. They were blue.
Yeah, I do believe there was some sapphires in there, but I don't
Okay.
remember if I gave her a specific amount or not.
Well, I will crush. Well,
Essentially, the idea is that you would have enough materials to make some ink, but you would need some form of focus to use them. So
Okay.
if you
Okay.
kind of think of this in components, you have ink
mhm.
that you need, but the ink is magically provided.
Mhm.
You need something of value to infuse the ink with magic. And then you need a focus, something to put inside of the ink to give it an effect that you're after.
So, okay, so like I have my tattoo needle that the ink's going inside. But that's not the focus you're talking about.
No, the focus would be like if you wanted to give somebody, I would say this is something you guys know for the research. If you were to take the troll heart and figure out how to extract its essence or break it down into some form of magical piece where it would be no longer able to be using its effect, but you would use that effect in the needle, then or in the ink plus the valuable the sapphire dust mixed with your ink, and the troll heart would then give somebody cold resistance.
Cold
So
resistance.
Yeah.
magic thing plus gem.
Plus monetary gain, right, that you would put into a gem form.
Well, magic thing would be the monetary gain. Or do I need magic thing and a monetary thing?
You need both. The monetary gain
gem,
is to
gem is monetary though.
Yes, but it's not magical inherently. That's what I'm getting
Right,
at.
we need a magic thing and a gem, which is the monetary.
Wait, do we
Yeah.
want to try that? Because that would be sick.
And then, okay, so magic thing plus gem in ink equals magic tattoo.
Now, if you had an idea of something that you wanted to do where you wanted to make something do a spell, like a scroll, you would just need the ink in the monetary.
Right, it would just be like the
But again, that's because they're one-time use. The tat stays after you use the spell, and you use the
Right.
spell, and that's it. There's a couple of the other ones that are like a bit more involved in the tattoo stuff if you look in the actual tattoos that are there. And if you would like to have one of those tattoos, yeah, we might be able to work something out where you could potentially, depending on the effects of the tattoos and if they're easier to make or whatever, or they're lower in rarity, you might just be able to spend more money instead of having the magic item. You might think that the gain or the mixing of different gems could get you there, but
So I have a
we
pearl.
workshop it. We'll work together.
We have some gems actually. I've
Well,
been
we
checking.
have the
That's not the problem, though. We have gems. What we need is a magical thing to.
Or creativity to tell me what it is that you want.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying to think.
I have a couple of random beneficial things that I could think of that, depending on what you guys might come up with, like an improv, but you're not going to end up having control over what that result may be, which is the whole idea of this tattoo kit, is to give you guys maximum creative control of stuff that you might want.
Mm.
There's a lot of things that are pretty easy to do. But
Maybe if we have some of Breaker's blood, I don't know, maybe a Paladin essence.
I would refuse outright to give you Breaker's blood to stain people's bodies with these.
Oh, that's
unclean-
but having somebody who's pure of heart would make such a difference.
In theory, I'm a magical creature. I can transform.
I'm joking! Of course I'm not being serious.
Which one of us is pure of heart, I wonder?
None of us.
Me.
End of story. No.
Me. It's me.
Mm.
I'm the one.
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's
You are.
definitely me.
Thank you.
I'm
No.
pure of
Can I have
heart.
some of your the
No.
fur from your butt?
I have a pure heart. Everyone knows that.
Trish is pure of heart.
Emma will vouch for me. I have a pure heart. I don't know what we're doing here.
Don't
I don't know what
that's
it's
the
pure
point
of.
that you
You know, that's a
forget
good
who
point. You
ran
can
it
be
with.
pure evil and still have a pure heart.
welcome back,
Say that
Fish.
again.
I said someone can be pure evil and still have a pure heart.
Heyo.
Hello.
I'm sure that's
Hi.
possible, but I'm not
G'day.
evil.
No, I know that. You're. Hello. We're trying to figure out how to make a magic tattoo. Also,
Magic tattoo.
info for you. We got loot. In your possession, you now have a what I call a pew pew gun.
A pew pew.
In there, it is actually called a laser rifle. If you can find that in
Laser spelled P-E-W.
no laser rifle. Oh, PEW.
You spell laser rifle BULLSHIT.
And that laser rifle has 30 charges, shots. I guess.
I believe I already had one.
Oh, well then, don't add another one.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I could take a second.
unless
Laser rifle.
magically another one comes.
Dual wield it with my cigar.
Very
Yeah, that's
two-handed
it.
weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna cross that off. I
Side
don't need
gunning
to-
it as well.
I don't need to tell you this anymore. I can cross it off.
And you also have a helmet of telepathy.
A helmet of telepathy. Ooh.
It has a specific name. I think it might be just Helm if you search it.
Okay.
But this is the one that has that weird slug look to it. Remember finding
Weird
it?
slug. What?
So that those items that Mesh found in the
Yep.
command room. There's those
Yep.
weird glasses thing, monocle, and then there was a helmet that
Yeah.
had like a very weird space slug looking monocle. That's it.
Cool.
So it lets you have the effect of telepathy,
I can make.
but you have to attune to the item.
Alright.
I can make holy water, right?
So if you add holy water to your inventory carry, you can get the rules for it, I believe.
Okay. Because
If you
holy
can't-
water is magical.
So this is a weird thing.
That's
Is like
true.
they don't tell you anything about how to make holy water as clerics or paladins unless you have the item in your inventory so you can read it and how to make it. It's really stupid.
Would you not learn it in character?
Oh, and it would be like Raven Queen holy water. That could be fun.
Juicy feathers. Yep.
Rob, shut up.
You need ceremony. too.
Cloaca.
I don't have ceremony today.
The hell?
You fucking what?
He said cloaca in a sexy voice. I have to question that.
I'm calling the police.
Welcome, fish.
I can't breathe after that.
Coming in, the water's fine.
I'm calling the deadpan. I'm calling the police. It's just like somebody walked in on a murder scene, opened the door, like I'm calling the police, and closed the door.
I'm gonna call them.
Unamused.
Oh,
The unamused nanny when some bullshit happens in the house. I'm calling the police. Oh god. Now I want to make a D&D monk butler.
Yeah. All right.
Me too.
It sounds
All
awesome.
right, dweebs. Sorry, I got that from the.
Oh yeah. Great. Lovely.
Okay, everybody. Do you have a magical item in your possession?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got
I
the disguise hat, but I don't think you can grind that up into a tattoo juice.
Tattoo
Tattoo
juice.
juice. I love that.
I can boil it and I can put it through. Yeah, keep your.
His hat just turns into an orange. And goes. Put a hat in a
Ring it.
juicer.
Add a little snow.
This just took a turn.
Oh,
I don't know why I said
Rob. I have an idea for the magical item thing. I have two ideas actually now.
Talk in character with Devii. Go ahead.
The scarf I'm wearing, it changes color sometimes. Is this even magical? I've detected magic before. Did I ever notice my scarf?
Where did your scarf come
doing
from?
It's the item you gave me from the rolling for the item.
Oh, the trinkets?
Yeah, trinkets, rolling for the trinkets.
Good
Is this
question.
magical changing color or is it just a naturally shady thing?
We'll get back to you in just a moment. Next question.
The other thing would be my armor. It has like shells and like, what does it say exactly? The armor is decorated with fish and shell motifs, and this is a magical thing. I could probably take off one of the shells or something for you. If that even.
We have plenty of gemstones.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we got-
have that. With the hookah, we could just live off that thing for 100 years.
We can grind the hookah down.
Well, just pieces of it.
How?
It's just covered in gemstones.
Oh, it's got gemstones on it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was checking my old log. Let me copy paste the whole thing we found from the fortress.
So what you rolled is a dark blue scarf that gets lighter in the shade. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did I just tell you that the scarf changes colors?
Yeah, based on altitude.
Yeah, so right now it's a very light color because you're up in the mountains, but if you're back down in Icewind Dale, it'll get darker.
Yeah.
There does seem to be some magic to it, but it's very faint. And I'd say it would be enchantment magic. If you look at it.
I'm
Is there
putting
anything?
it in D&D general, I guess.
We
This
still
is the
have the
stuff
troll
we got
heart,
from the
we have-
fortress.
What is the armor that you're talking about?
There's like
Did
a
we
ton
use-
of magical gems and stuff in Breker's bag, but not magical, just gems and.
Precious gems.
I've
Yeah.
Very
copy
stuff.
pasted in D&D general a lot of the things we got from the fortress. Some of it has like gems on it, so we could get that shit out of there.
I'm trying to see where the armor is that you're talking about, Mesh.
I got my armor from the murder case.
Oh, perfect. All we need is Professor
Perfect.
Scant, and we can grind him up with some gems, and you got yourself a tattoo.
Wait, Wait, can I be
Sure,
Professor
I'm gonna
Scant?
agree with that.
If we grind up
Was that
Professor
really
Scant,
loud so he can hear?
You just hear muffled protests in her
Mariner's
robes as she's
armor.
like trying to stifle it.
Studded mariner's armor. That's what you're looking for, Rob.
Mariner's armor.
Oh, studded mariner's armor. Yeah, okay. I understand.
I
So
guess
this
we'll
just-
just have to wait for a
You
magic
just want
item.
you want any old magical item and you want to grind it up. Is that what I'm hearing here?
I just
it
need.
doesn't have to be
I
a
need,
magic item. It just has to be like a.
I need something magical. I need something of monetary value, i.e., gems. And I need ink. And you mix it together, and you've got magic ink.
So I guess yeah, a magic gem would
Like a
be
company.
ideal, right?
Hmm?
A magic gem would be ideal because you could grind up the
Yeah,
gem.
a magic gem would be two in. It would be killing a
Two
bird
in
with
one?
one gem. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
magic gems. You know what? There's probably plenty of stuff like that down in the city, but I
There's
won't.
There's
You know
probably
what I can
gems for days
do?
in that city.
I'll tell you what, Vanvalor.
Mm-hmm.
For myself, I already have a tattoo here, and my plan is to go.
Do you? Can I see
Yeah, I
it?
have a tattoo here. It's right here. You can see it on my neck. It continues, but it's right here.
Oh right. I didn't realize your neckline was that low. That your clothes were that low.
Well, like if her clothes are here, it's probably peeking out a little bit, so she can kind of. It comes up to here on her neck.
Oh, okay.
So, and you've seen it before. So even though she's going like this, you guys would
I don't know, Devii. I've never seen you with your top off, so when would I have seen that?
see it with my top on. The majority of it, you can see.
No, I can't. I need a better look.
Well, you're not gonna. I'm sorry.
All right, well, just ask me if I've seen it. I'm just saying I ain't seen
I'm just gonna get this out in the open right now. No. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can go find Torterra for those kind of.
Torterra's
For what? To reveal my boots?
can't take off his shell, and I just don't believe it.
Vanvalor, she's gonna like pull you off to the side. I have the tattoo here already, but my plan is to go over this tattoo and kind of re-ink it with the
Ooh.
magical
Yeah.
ink. So if you want, I could give you a plain tattoo now, and then when I get a magical item, I can kind of re-ink it. If you want
Sure.
back to go. Where do you want it actually?
Probably just like the back, I would guess. Would be a good one.
Okay. Do you want to do it in front of Cal?
I was listening.
You asking that made me scared too. I don't.
Okay, fine, whatever. I will give you a saber-toothed tiger tattoo on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cal's ears can move, by the way, because he has like fucking.
Yep. You have like the goat ears. You're like,
ears.
do I have to roll for the tattoo?
Hang on, Cari, I'm sending a message.
Okay. Don't worry, I have a plus 11. So it's at
So,
least a
Cari-
12 if I
Plus
roll that
11.
one.
Cari,
Yes?
what are you using? After you read that. That's to help you answer the question if someone gives you something to see if
Okay.
you can use. I'm not going to just adjudicate it. That's what you know about how you use it, okay? So what magic item are you using?
I'm not using, I'm just giving him a plain tattoo. I'm using the magic tattoo set.
Correct. Are you
But
intending to give him some sort of magical effect with this?
No,
Got it.
I'm just using the ink
Wait,
that's
can
in
you
there.
try and just something random will happen?
I don't have
If
a
she would
magical
mark
thing
off
to
some sort
try.
of monetary thing and use some of the gems,
I can
you can
use
tell me
some of
how
the
much
gems.
of the money you're going to use, and I can let you know.
Wait. The gems are... I'm confused because the gems are monetary.
That's what I'm telling you, and I told you before. If you just use the gems and the magic kit, there are some lesser things that you might get depending on how much you use. Will dictate what might come about.
Right.
Then it would
Okay.
also dictate by how much surface area the tattoo takes up.
I know that for sure.
Furthermore, and this is the risk, if you want to keep going with these random magical effects, it's fine, but you will eventually run out of canvas effectively, and some of the very, very,
Exactly.
very valuable tattoos need way more space. So, for example, like a
Yeah.
full chest and back, or like your whole torso would be taken up
Yeah.
by one tattoo, that,
Right.
or your both of your arms, and some of the
Yeah.
tattoos may not take that much, but if you would like a more random tattoo and it happens to take up a lot of space, then you no
Yeah.
longer have canvas size for a very valuable tattoo later on in the campaign. So you do need to think about this.
Yeah, for now I'm just gonna do a normal one. And you said that as far as for you, Vanvalor, what you want this tattoo to do, I'm just gonna give you a plain tattoo for now. You're welcome to search the feats and traits and maybe some spells and things and decide what you want, and then send it to Rob to verify to see if you can get a tattoo that does that. And like the bigger the thing that you want, the more area it's gonna have to take up on your body, like you said. So like
Yeah.
a chest or a back or like 2 arms.
You can read the Tasha's book. There are tattoo
Yeah.
magic items in the Tasha's book if you'd like to look that up.
Yeah, I've
we're
been-
we're
I've been
not just
reading that.
using the tattoo magic in Tasha's as far as what the tattoos can do. So if you find a feat or a trait that you want, that you would like to be imbued into the tattoo, you can ask
Something
Rob.
like it, or something like it.
Yeah.
Features and traits,
I mean, there's
skills
stuff-
and
there's stuff that I
abilities,
can pick up for sure.
expertises, languages, resistances, armor class, spells. Those type of
Because at
things.
the end of the day, he's the one who can tell me how much surface area that
And what you need to
that-
get.
I won't know. So you can like run it by him and he can tell me how much. So for now, I'll just give you a normal tattoo, and like if the tattoo doesn't have to take up your whole body, then I can just do like the magical part of half of that tattoo. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a plain normal tattoo for now.
Okay, so Devii has expertise in this.
Yes.
So this is no longer a tattoo performance as if this is going to look good. Her performance checks from now on when giving tattoos that are mundane are going to be whether or not she can do it in a fast manner, and it will cause you less pain.
Oh,
So Cari, please roll
Okay.
performance.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Can I anti-help this?
Give me disadvantage?
What the fuck?
What?
Because Breker would be behind watching this and be like, disgusting, pitiful,
I don't think
sinner.
growing up, or not like
Kidding.
growing up like as a sailor and with pirates, I don't think this is gonna bother her.
I'm with Cari on this. This will not impose disadvantage, even though you may try. However,
You can just look
because I
rim-faced
don't
and-
like taking away player agency, just by saying
Mhm.
no, I will allow Breker to make a contested performance check to see if he can give you disadvantage.
Okay.
So I would like you both to roll performance, but Devii can roll with her
Ooh.
kit.
Face off.
Oh, so I'm not rolling performance. I'm rolling my kit
got it.
roll.
You got
okay.
it, Cari.
Well, I have a good roll, but I don't know if I want to use my inspiration or not.
This is just for the disadvantage thing, Cari, first.
It's about right here. I put in about a 3 of
I
effort.
won't use my inspiration.
Okay.
I'm not putting in a whole lot of effort here. I'm just making it a little bit less pleasant to get this tattoo.
I'm having conversations with, because like the whole thing about giving people a tattoo is getting to know the person and just having being able to put on in their tattoo what they want and put themselves into the tattoo. So she's talking to you and getting info as she's doing this tattoo, and every time he says something she might talk a little louder. or-
Yes, Dallan, why are you getting this pock on your skin? Why are you desecrating your temple like this?
Cari, did you roll for performance?
Yeah,
Because
I have a
it's my
22.
temple.
22?
Yeah.
Okay, so Devii, please roll me a Do you have 2 different colors of d8s?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to roll 1 will be the hour die and 1 will be the deduction die. Okay.
Deduction.
So if you roll, one of the dice will represent how long it will take, and the other die will represent how much you can reduce off of the first roll.
Gotcha.
You cannot
Whoops,
have 0.
That looks like a mistake.
Cari, you cannot have a 0, so you will need to take your hour die and make sure you add 1 to the result.
Okay, well, my hour die was 6 and my deduction was 7. So 7 minus 7 is 0. So should I re-roll?
Okay, let's see here. How do we do this?
Should I add like a 2? It's a back, so I feel like it would
Actually,
take
let's do this. Let's have the deduction die be
a D4?
or let's add the bonus to be 4. Let's add the total time will be 3 hours minimum. And so
Okay.
if
7,
you
8,
don't roll
9.
if you don't roll a 0, then it will just take longer.
Okay.
Okay. So you basically rolled 3. She's disconnected, but she'll be back in a second.
Oh,
But
damn.
she essentially
I'd run away
rolled
from that tattoo
rolled-
too.
She will take 3 hours to do the tattoo, and it will not inflict that much pain. It will be like a normal tattoo. And I will say the recovery is going to be basically a long rest, and it will be less about the pain in the moment and more about the prolonged pain over the recovery process that normally takes place when you have tattoos, right? So like there's going to be basically no tattoo recovery process for you, Vanvalor. In the morning it will be ready to go like you had it for a long time.
Oh, don't worry. I can
I
cure
would-
poison to try to cure any of the long-term effects from this for you, Dallan.
So with a clean needle that doesn't have any ink or
Start with
anything
his
like
mind.
that, I would like to try to prick Breker with it, just to tease him if it's okay.
Wait, what's happening?
If I have to roll to try and do it, but basically I have a clean needle, have no ink on it or anything, and I'm just gonna go poop poop on Breker.
Can I watch?
Well, I don't know. If I had to roll sleight of hand to sneak up to
I'll
him.
let you guys
or...
agree to do whatever you want to do here. I'm not going to make
Yeah,
needless
I don't want
dice
to take
rolls for
away your
silliness.
agency either.
If you try to mark me and I don't know what's going on with the tattoo kit, so if you swung that thing around at me, Breker would like jump back in terror.
Put a shield up.
Nothing.
Like an elephant and a mouse.
Although, you know what, to be honest, if you do have something against it, shame on me for teasing you about it. So I apologize.
Vile woman. And then I'd leave after that.
Whoa!
He needs to
Jeez.
learn his place
He
in the
needs to
world.
chill the fuck out. That's what he needs to do.
I'm not
Alright.
lying. I am sensing a lot of mixed emotions.
I
Breker,
know,
where are you
right?
going? Out of curiosity.
I might go outside onto the like front deck of the ship and resummon Bear.
Okay. So that'll take him
And
10
I'll,
minutes to do.
Cure wounds and just kind of from earlier as well. I had some points missing, so I'm taking care of number 1 for a little bit.
Okay.
You're not
I'm gonna
going
get back to
number
you on
1.
that. So I'll let the other people see if they want to do anything first.
I'll clean my
I'm gonna
tattoo kit up.
bring Fish up to speed real quick.
Mhm.
So just real quick, Fish. Basically, the group decided that they were still gonna go to the island eventually. You guys are essentially gonna need to stay at least another 4 hours minimum to an overnight trip to get the ship at least flying ability. Right now, the life support system's kind of slowly coming online and things are starting to function, but it's just gonna take time for this thing to actually move. Second, the group split to go get Velen and the dogs. They send a message. Dogs are coming back, and half the group went to go get and intercept them. A land shark attacked, and so they dispatched the land shark, which you're like, I don't remember that thing being on here, but that would be about the size of the shackles that were massive on the wall. Then they did some ceremony outside for the 3 squidlings between Chalcedony and the other 2. That would be Devii and Mesh. The dogs returned with Breker, Goldy, and Vanvalor in tow. And the dogs are now on the main floor. That's pretty much it.
Cool.
You all have still not decided on the mode of transport thoroughness as far as like how you're gonna do it, but trajectory wise, you guys are like, let's go to the island smile. So
Let's go to the island frown.
I don't know. Frown
on a
Island
roll
sounds like
today,
a depressing
Valon.
place.
all right, so that's what's going on. Breker just stepped outside, and then you guys can decide what you want to do next.
Mhm.
Okay. That's it.
Is Mesh and I still gonna do some sparring? He wanted to do sparring.
I could do some sparring.
We do some sparring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to go outside though, right?
We
Oh,
could
yeah,
do
there's
it on
no
the front
sparring
deck, I
inside.
guess. There's
On the
enough space on the front deck.
on the deck. Okay, let's go.
Go up to the battle deck, yeah, or the front deck.
We
Either
are
one.
on the one with the
We'd
ballista.
probably spend like 20 to 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are we practicing? Can you describe it?
We've shown each other our offensive abilities last time. Let's see what we do when we're attacked. So like I'll throw daggers at you, and you do some defensive
yo.
stuff.
Just the casualness with which he said, "I'll just throw some daggers at you."
And Cal will do like some leaps, man. He's gonna do like some things, and he's gonna land on his hooves.
Some man leaps. Some
Yeah.
leaps, man, and some man leaps.
He does manly leaps. Lands on his delicate hooves. It's just like knocking these fucking daggers off all over the place.
What's your goal with this sparring, though? I know what my goal is. Do you have a goal with this sparring?
No, I thought it would just be fun to do. I don't really have a goal, but I mean,
I don't know if I'm gonna tell you this outright, but I'm just trying to imitate a little bit of your fighting style and maybe your regular routine, daily routine, kind of just probably do whatever exercises you do in the morning or something like that.
oh really?
Yeah.
Cal's kind of taken aback. Oh well, you know, you should have
Try
said
to
so.
merge that with my own system.
I can help you out in the morning. I do stretch a bit, and you know, it's something you can learn. It's not particular to tasers or anything like that. I think someone like you could do it. I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we spend some time training like that, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why my cameras keep getting kicked. It's weird. I guess there's just too many windows open. Let's just try that. Minimize a couple more of the windows and see if that does it. Okay. Torterra, Goldy, Van, anything else between you and Devii?
No, I'm
Get the
good.
Breker here in a second. Okay.
No tattoos for me,
no.
thank you.
I'm just
I don't know
right
how
here.
I could. I mean, I guess like your neck is soft,
Dude,
but
if we
You
had a
could deck out a
painter, we
shell.
could paint your shell.
Mm-hmm.
we could.
Oh damn.
Can you tattoo the shell though? I feel like that's just a paint job.
I'll allow it.
I would have to have like special.
Magical
but-
infusions.
It's like
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm thinking is like if you took like a wood burner or like a soldering iron, you could like do the
yeah.
same type of effect where you permanently scar the shell.
Yeah, that would
Doesn't
look
that sound fun?
cool. That would look sick. Well, it's like get branding, right?
Yeah,
On the shell, and there's no
just,
paint
like,
really on the shell.
Melt the surface layer and then just fill it with ink.
How would you feel about branding, Torterra?
Can we have magical henna?
My henna doesn't stay.
You want
Magical henna stays.
But then it's just dye.
Would it then be
Breker,
henna
how
anymore?
How about
That's
a
what-
Loki? Breker, how about a low-key version of Smite? Like a really low-key version of Smite on like a blade or something, and just use that to scar the shell.
There you go.
I mean, you could enchant
Wonderful.
a piece of parchment and put a design onto it. And
I'll
then
leave that
on
to
the
you,
shell,
kids.
Push
It's, uh,
that forward.
Oh, you can have a charcoal rub.
Yeah.
a little too radical for me.
Oh, okay.
We could just have like a cigar with smoke coming out of it in the
It's
shell.
got arms and legs.
Terry can shave his head and then have a second shell tattooed on his
Wait,
head.
he has
And his
hair?
double shells.
I always assumed he didn't have hair.
I don't know. I don't know what he
So
has.
did I.
I've actually got like this big floppy mop of hair.
Really?
It's a big afro.
I've never
2
pictured
foot
that. Okay, I
fro.
have to change how I'm picturing
Now,
you.
now I'm picturing
Hey.
Daphne.
Long, luscious hair.
I'm picturing Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Jeez.
Daphne from Scooby.
I always saw that you wore like a big old.
She's the
trench
blonde with
coat.
the pink.
You know, like
the red
the
hair.
turtles did.
Yeah,
She's got
yeah,
the red
okay,
hair with
okay.
the pink like suit skirt, whatever it's called.
Orange.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweater.
Yeah, another one.
All right.
I think Vilma's the one in the orange.
No, I'm saying she has orange hair with pink
Yeah,
suit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I gotta cut to what's going on in the battle deck with Breker. So you're summoning your big man pet, and then you're gonna heal yourself, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're healing yourself, and the same energy kind of flows from... It's almost like, it's not really a tattoo, it's almost like this vein like look when you cast your radiant spells or whatever that comes through, kind of just flashes underneath your skin because of your kind of angelic bloodline, and then the energy of Tyr kind of manifests and whatnot. And as this kind of happens, it's at this point that all of you, not just Breker, but you can all kind of feel the ship lurch forward a little.
Whoa.
And one of the large tentacles that is the least obstructed by the snow and frozen over and kind of buried into the mountain slowly like lifts, and it's kind of unnoticeable after the lurch. You kind of just look down at the ground rather to kind of see what's going on, and then kind of go back to your business. And before too long, Breker, you can kind of see this thing approaching you, and you realize that it's one of the tentacles from the ship. It comes up to float in front of you and kind of just rest very gently, surprisingly gently, on your shoulder.
Hello.
This is not that kind of show.
I just taps you once more after you say hello.
I'd give the ship a little pat. Like, good to see you healing a bit. I don't fully understand what's going on with you, Mr. Ship Squid thing, but
Sir.
Okay.
it warms my soul to see that you are healing nicely.
Okay.
You can kind of not really feel like your words are going anywhere, but it's almost like
I'm
There's-
mostly talking to myself at this point.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm just comforting myself, knowing that maybe I helped with this. Probably not, but this thing is alive and it is moving, and that's just always a good sign.
The tentacle
and
kind of
Kala,
moves a bit further and then kind of rests and touches the breastplate of your armor, kind of recoiling for a brief bit because of how cold it is, and then resting again before it like kind of pushes into you. And like, let me tell you, it is a interesting experience to feel yourself being almost pushed back from this thing, but it looks as if it's unintentional. right? So like it's kind of pressing into you almost to like feel that you're there, and it ends up shoving you backwards because of how massive this thing is. And as it does, it kind of recoils.
Opposing strength it.
yeah, give me a strength check. You can definitely feel it pushing against you.
I'll push back with a 22.
Okay, yeah, you kind of hold your ground, like you start to feel your feet sliding on the deck, and then you kind of buckle your knees, or you unbuckle your knees to kind of get a better proper stance and resist it. And it looks like, again, it's definitely doesn't seem to be flexing any muscles at all to do this to you, but you definitely
to the party around this time as well. It's like, guys, the ship is moving.
Yep.
And it kind of recoils back and almost like floats in front of you for a minute, kind of flicks once or twice, and then goes back toward the front. And you can start seeing as that one begins to come to the front, the rest of the tentacles start to begin to undulate and move a little bit, almost finding different purchase points on the thing. And you can kind of feel that despite this whole encounter and after the lurching, the ship has actually no longer needed to use the tentacles to mount to the wall of the mountain, and has held itself aloft, not off of the ground, but from tilting and falling in of its own volition.
I'd kind of call back out to everyone again. Guys, you should probably come and see this. This is some crazy... The ship is moving on its own and floating upright.
Vanvalor literally almost falls down the stairs in his rush.
I'll come up and where you're saying and look up.
We're already on the deck, right? Me and Mesh.
Yeah, you guys just have to stop and look out. Yeah.
I'm just gonna slowly.
We see Breker like talking to himself, or is he okay? And then he calls out.
Oh, wow.
That's creepy.
I've heard tales of this. No one can get close, especially the women.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna give you a look like I'm right
What
here.
kind of tales are you?
What am I to you?
Bye.
Dallan's like reading the book and then kind of like licks her finger to go to the next page, and then hears this and is like, huh?
Off the boat.
Slowly raises the newspaper. Like, just
Vanvalor at that point just pulse waves.
Yep, you're like
rolling off the fucking Bye. This
All
is
right.
it.
You know it was true when it happened.
something break?
No, it was
I
me
like that.
making the crashing noise
Oh, okay.
as if I fell.
Did you just say
It's very
that you
real.
know it's true that I'm not a woman? Are
Not
you
what
trying
I
to dig
meant.
your hole deeper?
One, not what I meant. Two, you don't want to know the answer if what I'm thinking is true.
I have no idea what is going on.
I'm coming back up.
We never chucked you off.
I know.
So the night ends up becoming slowly the light becomes darker and darker, and the snow slowly starts letting up. But it's still flurrying. It's just more of a light kind of flurry, if you will. About a light powder kind of begins to fill the deck, but an odd thing starts to happen in that the more the accumulation starts, and the longer that anyone keeps checking, because of how long you guys said you guys are out on the deck, I'm assuming you guys would go back inside, and maybe periodically throughout the evening you might look outside just to see from the battle deck above. You might go outside just to see like where you guys approach to see out, and the tentacles definitely outside of the Nautilus are a lot more active, I should say. And the most interesting part is that the entire front deck is spick and span. There is no accumulation on the deck. There is no ice and there is no snow. And if you were to go outside to investigate, there is no moisture either.
Is there wind?
Yes.
Can I check how cold it is out when I'm on the deck?
It does seem that the longer you're out there, there seems to be some form of extension when you open the door, that the cold doesn't seem to be as effective at being the way it is when you're on the deck. It's a very odd experience. You're definitely out in the middle of snow, but as you look up, the snow doesn't seem to be falling on the deck at all.
Curious.
And looking around, it's almost as if the snow is somehow getting rerouted away from the ship.
Keep this guy around more.
After a while, if you are still awake, after a couple more hours, Jodie says that the ship is now fully functional with regards to its day-to-day functions and should be up and running in a few more hours. If you need rest, you can rest here or anywhere on the ship, and that they should be ready by what you would call morning.
I do need to rest. I am like out of spells.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Is it a long rest?
Only like 2 spells left.
You would like to begin the process of a long rest, you can start that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that a long rest has to do with resting, but can I like stay up and study Sylvan for 4 hours and then transfer 4 hours? Because I'm not like, I am using my brain physically, but I'm not using my body. Or maybe not 4 hours, that might be long, just a little bit.
I would allow you to not use all 4 hours, but because it's supposed to be light activity and rather not strenuous, I would say that studying a language is pretty strenuous activity, unfortunately, Cari. So I'm going to say that that's going to be, if you'd like to do it, I'll say that if you want to study light, it will count as 1 hour.
Okay.
But I will allow you to do it during your 4 hours of non-trance,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
I'll be studying the simple words that are almost exactly the same
Okay.
in Sylvan and Elven.
Sounds fine, Cari.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, coffee is coffee.
Wonderful.
I can get this one. Potato. Yes.
Before we rest, can I also try to get the 2 ballistas unfrozen and working?
I'll say that while you're working on one, they seem to be oddly operational. You're not sure quite how. They're not even cold to the touch.
Vanvalor,
He is.
non-Dutchman wants a sea shanty from the bards.
The sea shanty? I don't sing.
Sorry, we don't sing.
You also don't usually interact with chat. This is on a
I
break.
just thought
Yeah, fuck you, chat.
Yeah, fuck you, chat.
Fuck out of here, chat.
Who do they think
Jesus
they are?
Christ.
I'm sorry, everyone hates you, Dawn.
I can do. What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do? Okay, that's all you get.
Wonderful.
You can't give
Okay.
chat what they want, because then they'll keep asking.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you guys bed down for a long rest. Is anyone keeping watch, or are you guys gonna interact with the environment to keep a look, or you want to take shifts, or you just want to just feel safe and just bed down? What do you want to do?
I mean,
pretty
if something comes to kill us on this alien ship, and it gets here, and it gets on the ship, and then it starts killing us, it deserves it. You know, just let it wipe us. Like, really, it's earned killing us.
All
I
right.
refuse. Nothing earns my
Maybe
death.
one of this party will turn on each other.
Oh, God, I hope so. The suspense is
How are
killing
you?
me. What was it that Willy Wonka says? The suspense is killing me. Make it stop. Something like that. I hope, or no, it's like, was the suspense is killing me. I hope it lasts. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I love that. That movie has so many good quotes in it.
I was so scared of it as a kid.
Creepy movie.
It's creepy, yeah.
Very
the
creepy.
Girl
Sure,
ate
maybe
gum
good.
and she turned into a blueberry, and I thought she was a blueberry for the rest of her life because I was too scared to finish till the end of the movie. And then when they went through the tunnel and they saw these visions and a chicken getting their head cut off, I don't know how old I was. I wasn't very old when I watched it.
Yeah.
But it was scary.
Yeah.
Rob, I spent 2 hours scribing comprehend language and tenses floating disk on my thing.
From
Merlin, one's from Merlin and one's from the old book I have.
okay, and do you have enough monetary?
Yeah.
The stuff that
Yeah,
you got from
I've-
town, right?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
2 spells worth.
Okay, just make sure you get rid of the resources that you've marked,
Yeah.
and then you can add those spells to your book. Alrighty. So, no on the keeping watch, yeah? You're just gonna leave that to Dredavex and the ship and Vorin, I'm assuming?
We have
Sure.
earned the rest.
Great.
Earned it.
Dogs definitely seem very restless. So you guys will not get amazing sleep despite the normal thing, but it is functionally a long rest. So you can mark a long rest.
As I'm saying, dog is Doge. Yes, that makes sense.
There are a lot of animals on this ship. So it is a bit packed. And by the time you guys wake up, Dredavex
animal?
reports that you're ready to take off. Where would you like to go?
Oh, I thought we were already taken off. We would like to
we're
go.
in a moving ship, I think. But
It was just floating.
So, are we going to the fish or the island? To the bell or the
Island.
island?
I
Island.
believe
Let's
we're
go
going
to
to
the
the island.
island.
Why go to the fish
So-
when you can go to the island?
So, here's the thing. If we go to the island, we don't have a way back. Especially with
Go
the
to the
dogs.
fish? Oh, I see what
Actually,
you're saying.
Especially with the dogs.
Well, we can always wreak havoc and find a way back.
I'm down for that.
Sounds fun to me. I'm sure we could kill a few druids and, you know.
Use their
Alive or
bodies,
something.
tie them together with the hair from our back,
A
and use the
raft.
bodies of the druids to pull us to the. Yeah.
I'm so sick of that happening in D&D games.
Such a
Something
tired
different this time.
trope.
I was talking with Vanvalor about this a little bit as well. Maybe we go to Onkajuk instead of to the island, because she could potentially ferry us to and from the island, and she might actually know where it is.
Before we actually make a decision of where we're going, can we at least be at a high enough altitude so we can just look upon
Wait.
the area that had the massive light, just to see if
Wait,
we
can
can
we-
see something more?
Can we kill the dragon with our giant Nautilus ship and steal the shit out of that? that point? Can we go dragon hunting with this thing?
I feel like this thing is. gonna
Somebody
get
finally
destroyed
asked the
before-
question.
I don't think we want to put it quite through those types of paces quite yet. I think we have a
I asked
short
Dredavex
stint.
if he thinks we could hunt a dragon with this thing.
We wouldn't be able to go fast enough. This ship is slow compared to a dragon.
Give me 1 second.
It is.
Because
a
we
good
left a whole,
point.
we have a whole
Exactly
bunch of
what-
shit in that ship. Like,
What exactly? What would we do with this shit? Like, we can probably find it, and
I mean,
But
it was cool
what-
stuff. We just didn't take it.
but if the dragon knows that it's us, it's gonna chase us. And let's be honest, like, it's gonna.
No,
destroy
no,
the
we
ship.
kill it, and then we take the shit.
Can we kill it? I'm just saying
I don't
because of this is it will be on the ship.
That's
Will be
why I-
confined.
That's why I
No.
asked the question.
All right, you're right. You know, what? I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Dredavex would actually say he doesn't know and he'll have to ask Vorin.
Okay, well, let's ask Warren then. I
Okay.
want to know.
So, Vorin will say,
don't like Rob's smile right now.
Why is it smiling?
Okay, so that's just the ballista damage.
What about its arms though? It can grab it and just like
I'm
tasty
reading.
snack. Tasty snack time.
I was gonna say we could just put like a giant piercing
Oh,
thing
okay,
on in front of
okay.
the ship and ramming speed.
I'm gonna say, oh, naval ram. Okay. I'm gonna say he tells you. You know what? I'm gonna give you the esoteric answer instead of the DM answer. This vessel is for extracting. Combat is only an emergency use case for this vessel, according to its records.
What would it be extracting exactly?
The prisoners.
Things for research.
All that.
And the research, what are they researching?
I guess we
Yeah.
don't go dragon hunting. That's fine.
If you
Do you
would
wanna
like
extract
to hunt something, I would request otherwise so that we could save power for the vessel's
Okay.
journey.
Thumbs up. But I do want that shit.
You
Eventually.
see him look like he's gonna ask you a question, and then you can kind of feel a little twinge in your mind as he tries to figure it out, and then kind of nods. Like he's read your mind to figure out your intent. He didn't peer very far, he just gets the surface. He's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Shiny.
This fucking guy.
I mean, it's one less dragon doing dragon shit, and then stuff. I don't see a problem. See this as an absolute win.
He then asks you
Win-win.
about the size of this beast you are hunting.
Is it about
Oh,
the same size as the ship?
Can you
Big.
think about it for a moment?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Do I just
Uh,
picture the dragon? Okay, that's what I'll do.
Oh, he can just picture it and then what's his
Let's
face
just
can
all-
read his mind?
Let's just
That
all
beast
picture it.
is approximately the same size as our vessel.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a great idea.
And
All
our
right.
vessel is damaged.
And not
And
maybe
slow.
not
That dragon's fast.
And seems to be somewhat crazy.
I mean, yeah, but aren't all dragons crazy?
It is
Wait,
possible
you're right.
there are
How many
other
dragons have you met, Gav?
vessels in
I've met a lot of dragons, thank you.
Wait.
Yeah?
Can we abduct
I
the
have.
rider that's on top of the dragon?
Wait, can you say
We
that again?
extract him.
Sorry, extract him, like the rider on top of the dragon, the dead skeleton, right? If we extract him, that dragon will obey us because it won't risk anything happening to the bones.
But we'd have
Oh,
to
it'll
be
be
close enough to
pissed.
take it off. The
How do it won't be like really pissed? if
it probably would just attack us and get it back. I
Yeah,
don't.
we probably should just go to the bell. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Since they're already dead anyway.
It's just a thought.
I mean, why would
it
you
was a
go
good
up-
thought. It was a nice
Yeah.
thought.
It's like
Right.
going up to a high altitude, just going yoink with the tentacles, and just be like, "Cool, you work for us now." And that was the tentacles. Anyway,
That dragon would
cool.
kill us.
Well, you guys also remember there's a couple of other terrifying flying monstrosities
That's
out
right.
here.
Oh, that's
Um,
true. We have the rock as well.
Oh, yeah, the rock.
The rock?
Sorry, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
Just
picture
pictured a
the
you
giant
not see that in
fucking
the
bird with
Bible?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's face.
Forgive me. It's been a minute. What are you referring to when you say Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Can
The
you
rock?
smell what he's cooking?
Look at
Yeah.
chat. I have put a GIF. That is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No. This better not be just literally The Rock.
That's his name. It's Dwayne Johnson.
If you don't know anything about WWE, he was like one of
No,
the.
no. I mean, like, why did you bring him up? That's what I know.
Because The Rock
No.
is his nickname, and there's a rock that's a bird. But when
Sure,
you
sorry,
say
sorry to
The
explain
Rock,
it.
Oh, like this is pretty
Okay,
self-explanatory.
I apologize. I thought like there was
We're
a
gonna get into a
literal threat
defamation
and you
case.
codenamed The Rock. I apologize.
Oh no.
We don't use code names.
I mean, it is
I
a
thought
threat.
you asked me who he was.
I generally thought like, wait, is this some sort of flying thing we just called The Rock? And then like, who's this? I can't believe you just described Dwayne Johnson to me.
I can't believe you've done this.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Cari, I can't believe you've done this.
What did I? That wasn't me.
Who didn't know who did
I shall
nice.
still blame you for
Nice.
some reason.
I will. A raisin.
Yeah.
Let me show you what a rock looks
I
like.
imagine that did not take you very much effort
Don't-
to find, Jeff.
Don't give me a
Never
rock.
bountiful Dwayne The Rock.
Do not share a literal rock.
All right, guys,
No,
let's stay on track. It's
no,
1 o'clock, which
never
means we're
rock.
overtime right now.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Well, actually, these rocks look smaller than what I
Very.
think that it is in D&D.
What the fuck?
Did you show the? Where's the picture? I don't see
I
it.
haven't put a picture of a rock
Right,
in
we're
there.
going to the island.
Here we
We'll-
go.
Okay,
We're
but
going to the bell.
to
How
Belfast.
do these
But I
things
would request if we can go to a high enough altitude that we can see what that pillar of light was
are they that
from a
big?
distance. That is.
I don't think we'll see it that far.
They're
It's
bigger than that.
It's miles and like 100 miles away or something.
What did you say in chat? The photo I posted of the rock. I think that they're bigger than that.
In
In
character,
D&D,
in
anyways.
character, you don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
That's a ship.
looks about
They look
right.
scary.
That ship's
About
pretty
right?
big. That looks about
Okay.
right. That ship's pretty big. It's got
Okay.
it's got two masts on it.
that's
Yeah.
really scary. We
That is
can't.
That's
The rock.
hell of a
A
bird.
rock.
I mean, you got to think about how far away. You got to think about how far
here we
away it
go.
was when Dallan's character saw it. That's pretty amazing that he
Here we
even
go.
saw it, let
Here's
alone
like,
twice. Yeah.
Various mythical
And
creatures.
mine is the only one.
I understand.
Oh, okay. So you can literally get. Oh, you can put a tent on its back. You can get on the back.
That
Yeah,
one looks
get nice-
small.
It doesn't look as
in
big as that
comparison
one,
to a
no.
dragon, it's in comparison with a dragon. You think it's not right?
These are medieval sizes, so you know they're accurate.
It could that according
No,
to
you guys
what
believe
I've
whatever the
seen
fuck
on-
you want. I'm not gonna sit
Okay.
here and try to spend my time to correct you when I'm trying to help you guys finish up for the session. Okay.
Here's a big
Alright, so we're going to the bell. Do we want to do anything while we're flying? I guess.
I've heard
Last-
conflicting things. Where you guys want to go? I've heard 2 people say the bell. I've heard 3 people say the island. I don't know where you guys want to go.
Island.
Well, what's the point of going to the bell? Because the bell was to call those giant birds.
I think we decided the
And
island
those
because we
birds
were.
tried to mess with us, so we had to run away from them. If you
Let's
remember.
let's do a hand. Island or bell? Left hand.
Left hand, what?
Well, just
Left
vote
hand.
for one first.
You could do sign
'Cause we're-
language.
some of us
This is
are-
B for bell. This is I for
Some of us are
island.
reverse smash, so just say we vote for one and then the other. So
Okay,
vote
just
for the
put
bell.
up fingers. One for bell,
I
two
for
for island.
Oh my god! No!
One for bell, two for
Everyone
island.
go.
Simple.
No. Everyone go for Bell now.
If you want to
No?
go to the
Okay.
bell,
Everyone go for Island. There you go. Why
Matter.
is this so difficult, Mesh?
I know, that's what I said.
I'm okay for both.
Why is this so difficult?
I have it.
I'm okay for both. So
That's what I said.
it was
too.
I would have been
guys.
perfectly happy to learn sign language.
Take it in turns, I beg of you.
I know, I don't know why Mesha's.
Why?
You've killed Ranjit.
I'm so dead right now. I don't know anything anymore.
Okay, we're going to the island. The Iceland.
Sorry, man.
The island.
Why?
Because we don't know how to get back from there.
We're gonna go to the island. We're gonna find. We're gonna find people. I don't know.
Maybe.
Of the worst sort.
We're gonna fight the smoke monster and that everything else in that show.
Oh my god! I don't want to talk about how that show ended, okay? Because like the ending was trash. The show is really good, but the ending was trash.
I have to pause us. Rob wants to wrap up, and then we can chat after.
Sorry.
It's not
Okay.
I'm part of the problem too.
On to the island.
Yes.
You are the problem.
So I go orders, sir.
Warren slowly floats to the chair. Tendril with a perfectly sized cap begins to attach itself to his helm as his two hands touch the crystals that light on the chair as it begins to also rise, and the long back bends backwards as if in a dentist office. The constellations of lights and jellyfish begin to shift slightly from before, as if the stars had moved. And then you feel it. A very, very small cracking sound from deep below the ship as it kind of takes a small jet upwards, and then you feel nothing. No variation of movement. Potentially after a few minutes, a couple of you may head to the doors, or down below on the doors of the second floor, or perhaps the doors of the main floor. And as you exit the door, you do not feel anything. What you observe is that the speed of the snow, now furiously streaking past you, cannot be felt, but only seen, as the tentacles seem to be extended a bit further out and slowly move as the ship jettisons towards a goal. After a couple of hours, you get a little bored, as most of this is just nothing but wind and snow. You are informed from Vorin via Dredavex that Dredavex will then tell you that the snow is allowing you a very good cloak to not be seen by mortal eyes, so that none of the 10 towns know you are moving over top of them, and thus able to save a little bit of time. Through this time, after about 6 hours or 8 hours of travel, there is a mental intercom that comes in through your heads.
It is unfortunate, but there is a lot of fog. The only thing we can pick up on the sensory glands of the ship is that there are many broken ships down below. The island sometimes moves, sometimes does not. But there is one dock. We don't want to endanger the ship based off of your discussions of flying creatures. Where would you like us to drop you off?
I guess I would go in a place where I can... Can you hear us from here? I don't know if you can hear us from here.
Yes.
Oh.
Can we just feather fall?
Oh yeah, we could just
All of
feather fall.
We just
No, we
Beyond
have
the
dogs.
you can't
We
feather
have
fall over
dogs.
the dogs.
We have dogs.
There's
Where
dogs
would you
first.
recommend
you just toss
us
it out.
land? Where it looks like a safe spot? Can you tell from here?
The entire place looks incredibly dangerous, as the fog is encasing the island. We cannot see through it. The only thing we were able to pick up was a perimeter.
Is there a smaller vessel we can get in?
If you can find a
There was a
flat
very
area.
large dock on the south side, What's it called? South, north, southeast side.
Let's go there.
Can we go there?
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Affirmative.
assuming if this is going to be a quick landing, then we should get the dogs ready.
Yeah,
We're here.
let's get the sleds.
Okay.
The ship slowly but surely drops, and as you load up on the outer docks, you realize you can't see anything. And the first thing you notice is that, let me just get myself over here, try and get my bearings. The island of Solstice feels like you've arrived at a massive juncture that is far beyond the size or scope that you ever thought possible. And as you exit and begin to leave the ship's vessel with the dogs and the sleds and Velen, the second you exit the ship and the ship begins to slowly move away so that you can have some more space, there are two things that you pick up. First, this dock is not meant for human feet. It is massive.
Oh, yeah.
We be fighting
Um,
giants.
Because there were giants, yeah. Ice
Darn.
giant.
Grimskull is the name of the city or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a fortress?
Yeah,
Uh,
Grimskull.
Dreams.
the dock looks to be the dock is also made entirely out of ice. But there seems to be a large section, despite its size, the large section of the dock seems to be missing. In fact, the majority of the dock seems to be missing. But because of your small size relative to its, you can fit everything properly. There does seem to be a very steep drop-off between the dock and the water, for obvious reasons. If you were to jump into the water, it would be very difficult to climb back up. And at the back of the dock, there seems to be some giant-sized steps that allow you to climb up to a 50-foot high cliff with a 20-foot wide path made from bricks of ice. And the second thing you notice is that you can see the ship stops moving briefly as Vorin and Dredovex exit the second floor of the battle deck and stand on flanking the ballista, and both raise a single hand.
Huh? Why's everyone waving their hands?
They're leaving.
Where'd they go?
You're going to the Astral Sea, I think is where they said their home was.
Oh, we're waving goodbye to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Safe journeys.
Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, don't
Take
forget to
care.
write to us.
Take care. I'm still on a mission to see if I can take you back. Keep in touch if you can.
Please let us know how it goes if you can find a way to communicate with us.
If you have any problems, return back to us.
In your minds, you can just hear Vorin speak. We will do all that we can in order for the sake of pursuit of knowledge and to return back to you someday. Do what it is in our place where you must. And with that, you just see Vorin float back into the ship, and you see Dredavex kind of look down for a second, and then kind of lift a hand over his eyes, and then walk back into the ship.
Aww. Torterra, he's crying. Torterra, say something.
I'm too choked up.
Aww.
Then you feel
Torterra says he wish he could give you a hug.
the last thing that happens is that two of the tentacles, the many tentacles of the Nautilus, come out. One of them towards Breker and one towards Torterra, and both of them give you a single tap on the shoulders.
Aww.
And then the ship begins to slowly turn. And as it turns around and faces the opposite direction, you see the tentacles, one after another, whip out as if they are attacking something and pierce 3 different locations out of thin air. And then after they do this weird motion, all of them kind of collapse in as if the fish were swimming backwards, and then push and needle point all of them like this. And then you see all of the tentacles immediately go like this motion, like a spider just goes like that. And as they do this, they rip a hole in the reality that is in front of them. And it's just this tear just goes, and the ship vanishes through the sight. And you see the tear slowly start to heal back as if it's a wound just being resealed. And the only thing that you are left with is the cold and the winds beating into you. And then you feel a second wave as the cold here is even yet more biting than before. There will be new rules for how cold it becomes from now on. And that is we will pick up in 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
2 to 3 weeks? What is 2 to 3 weeks?
I'm not sure what's going to happen in 2 weeks because Breker can't make it that week. But welcome to the island of Solstice.
Can I just say that I kind of wish that we went with them? I really feel like we should have gone with them. I don't care where.
You could have voiced that, you know.
It wasn't nice.
I'm glad we didn't. It could have been a one-way journey.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to get your
know
first
what?
peek at the island?
It's warm there, and they're friendly. When's the last time we had both of those things, huh?
You guys start here on this massive island. One thing, every single box of the
Oh,
island,
I already closed that.
every single box on the island, their square space is 200 feet.
Ooh.
What? Oh, I can't see it. It's like,
Island, or are you just showing just the coast? Because I can see the grayed out everything.
You can see the grayed out
Yeah.
everything?
I can see the grades out everything.
Interesting. All right, let me get you back here for a second.
It looks enormous.
That sounds like a place in Land Before Time.
You can see the grayed out everything.
What is it? The Mysterious Beyond.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember. I saw those.
Wait, no, there's the Great Beyond, and then there's... Is it the Mysterious Beyond? Something like that.
I ain't seen those in like 20
There we go.
Right?
years or something. That's kind of wild to think
Actually
about.
work now.
Yeah.
Now you can't see anything.
Now I can't.
go.
Yeah.
Damn it, I missed it all.
It's still
It
up.
just looked like a big giant island.
You guys see everything now or no?
It looked like you couldn't really see anything. It just looked like a big spiky
Stop
island.
moving around. You can't see anything beyond what you see there. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, that's it.
Do not move
We're
the
going on
token.
an adventure!
You want to move further than that? That's going to be...
Devii in the
Then
middle of the
somebody's
circle.
gonna swoop down and eat you. What?
Yeah.
So how big is
Devii
each
in the middle of
square?
the circle. That's all I see.
You guys are basically where that dock
200.
is there. I'll let you move one space to the right, but that's it.
Oh, sorry. Let's go back on the dock. There you go.
Wow, so how long would it even take us to travel 200 feet? How many feet? Listen, I don't understand feet and all this. How many feet are in a mile?
360.
5,280.
3,000?
5,000.
5,280.
Why is it such a weird fucking number? 5,000.
Because the Imperial system
No.
sucks.
Imperial system.
Fuck
It's
the
fucking
Imperial
garbage,
system.
I know.
They still in this country. It's so fucking weird. Like we use the
you're
metric system,
That system.
and it's the Imperial system. Why just drop the Imperial? Stop it. I don't want to do pints and strip and feet and
You can equivocate it however you like. I don't care. I really don't. I will tell you that the island being how it is, the dock is like 200 feet is what? Close to 70 meters long.
Okay.
Like that's about how long each space is.
Yeah.
200 feet is close to 70 meters. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
65 meters maybe.
Find out.
65 meters. Well, it's not. That's not that long. 65 meters, but
Goldy, you look angry.
you could.
You like
does look angry.
All right, chat. I'm gonna let them kind of maneuver what they like and do what they want. I'm gonna kick them off of this map and get this offline for next week. There will be no D&B for this group because it is a Pokemon Go community day with triple dust of Alolan Geodude. So we'll see no game next week, and then the following week we might have a session. We might have a session next week.
I'll be in Perth for regionals the week after.
Okay, so we'll be down 2 players for that week, so we might be 2 weeks off.
In Perth?
Yeah.
Let me just double check that that is the Alolan Geodude day. Am I crazy? Is it in 2 weeks?
The community day next.
So yeah, you're right. So next week is the 14th. Is that a week that you're not going to be here, Chef? Or is it the 21st? Both weeks. Okay, so Chef. Okay, so I had them flip flopped. And Fish, is the regionals the same day as Community Day, or a different week? Okay.
Yeah. And I also won't be I'm in Tasmania next weekend, so.
Okay, so either way, we'll be down 2 players both weeks.
What's that?
Community Day is the 21st.
21st.
If you see a fighter scene down there, can you please let us know?
Okay, I will send you guys images.
Thank you.
All right, well, we'll figure out if we have a game next week, and I'll let you know throughout the week if you're here for Pogo streams or whatever. But yeah, we'll talk amongst ourselves. If we miss even one other player or we have an excuse to do something else instead, then we'll just use it next week and take 2 weeks off. So we might see you at the end of the month. All right, thank you guys so much for listening to the VOD and watching the live show. If you're here, appreciate you. Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.
Is it Saturday yet?
Right, Jodie.